Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was muted. The truth hurts. The truth hurts so much. I think we got this on the headset. There we go. Okay, so sorry about that, everyone. Hello, no sound. Mute. The truth hurts. Man needs a producer. Wah wah wah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that I was muted. I was just talking about the drafts, and so we're gonna see the draft coming on in. We see a first draft on, Ching, or not Ching. It's the truth of the future I want. We see a second pick UK, which we haven't seen in quite a while here, and so they are going to start out with the same GDP as France. I think them starting with a lot of boats and having the income from the subjects is really strong. However, they are vulnerable in the sense that let's see what this is about. Can't see the Diplo channel. Ugh. So let's hide this. Overlay Explorer. Okay, someone is having a trouble getting into the voice thing. Oh, pain. They're in there, though. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna put that on the back burner for now, as they continue to draft. So we have Team 2 draft UK and Team 3 draft Prussia and USA. So we're going to slot those in on our spreadsheet now. So 23.5. So United Kingdom. We see Teams 2 or Team 3 pick up Prussia and USA. Ooh. Now, Prussia has really, really good mappy states, and so they're going to look particularly nice on that front. But France and Austria can both interfere quite a lot, as well as the UK now by, increasing the autonomy of Hanover. And so, forming the North German Fed is much harder than it used to be, before. So we're going to put in the USA and Prussia, inputting their starting GDP and their current GDP. Sorry, I have to do spreadsheet stuff as we are working through here. But fortunately, Prussia just starts with, oh my god, I messed everything up. This is terrible. This is the worst. Prussia starts with 12 million GDP. And another thing that's nice about Prussia is Prussia's really lean start, so you can really get a lot of percentage GDP growth, to your advantage here. And so we have a Team 1 picking up France. Russia as well to go along with France, and that's looking really, really spooky. I think Russia's one of the premier picks, and for it to go as late as as fifth pick is a bit surprising, but, especially because when you get rid of traditionalism, this instantly increases your GDP, and so countries like Russia and EIC and, Qing will all have access to this type of growth, and a country like... looks like we have EIC drafted here as well. EIC is going to be drafted for the team with that's already drafted in the UK, which definitely makes a lot of sense. They pair nicely together. However, one thing they do have to worry about is if the convoys get raided in between them. We see Austria pick up for Team 3, which is going to kind of secure the North German Fed if they want to do it. Definitely a reasonable pickup. Prussia, USA, Austria, also if they can all pull in one customs union, USA can siphon off a lot of, discriminated pops from Austria, and maybe this is a strategy that the players want to implement. We're going to see the last few picks here. Why is that centered? Okay, and then coming on in, we see, okay, so we're currently, Austria's been drafted, and we have left, I think, Team 3 and Team 1 to make their final picks. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, Team 2 drafted EIC in Austria. I apologize. We will make that, we will fix that up. So UK, EIC, and Austria locked in for Team 2. I'm glad I fixed the audio. Would have been grim if we were just still on this, because I'm spreadsheeting it up, guys. Spreadsheet life. I didn't choose the spreadsheet life. The spreadsheet life chose me. So we have on the clock Team 3 and then Team 1. And so we will see what Team 3 drafts Japan. Okay, that's a spicy one. I don't think the Japan pick is particularly strong, but they might be cooking up something. You can notably catch and release Japan, and I think this is the way to play Japan, and so they might be trying to do this, giving them the USA tech, but this is a very risky strategy. However, Japan has a ton of pops. And it's not like without precedent, this sort of strategy, but having poor access to tech is going to be rough. Also, if you're joining a customs union, you do have to be worrying about the convoy rating, but you're going to be basically impossible to invade because naval landings suck now, and so, you know, it's not anything goesville. Paul says, good morning, live chat. I will put on the live chat. Let's just say we did a rehearsal. Yeah, the strung is going to get demonetized. Too many figures and too many pies. The truth hurts. Tired Star's not in the game, though, so the great pie thumber himself is not in the building. So people's pies are a little bit safer, but we have Team 1 probably discussing whether or not to draft Qing. I think not drafting Qing is insane. I think Qing would make sense as a first pick. I think for it to be on the table at this point in the game is like insanity, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's get into the scores so that you guys can see kind of what we have cooked up so far. I think that we have Team 3 picked up Japan, and so we're waiting on Team 1 to decide how they're going to fill out the rest of the team. And so, you know, I think that this is... I think it's a Qing pick, and I think when you have France and Russia, that makes the Qing pick even better. You know, and we'll see exactly how they want to handle it. But so let's come back to the power rankings, as well as this. Oh, I guess we should have had it on this the entire time. You know, I think Spain would make sense if they don't want to draft Qing. But I think good luck carving up Qing when you have Russia and France as the allies. You know, they draft Spain. Qing's on the table. Qing's so much better in 1.5 than they are in 1.4, and they're still going undrafted. This is insanity to me. Like, I don't even think you can land Qing if Qing properly defends right now, because Qing can just okay. This is the super swimming end. We see Spain drafted. Spain is drafted, and I am in pain. Spain without the S. Okay. So this is going to make it a question of who can carve up Qing the most. Probably is going to be, you know, a very consistent theme here. So painful. I think Qing is so strong, and players just don't want to draft it, which is, of course, their prerogative. But you know, this is the... Great Qing has so much growth potential, especially off the back of the fact that, you know, you can just... Getting off traditionalism will increase your GDP because just the increased MAPI will increase, you know, the price of everything and decrease the price of inputs and this type of thing. It'll increase the price of outputs, decrease the price of inputs. And so... and also, I think you can defend Qing, like, really easily. Oh, it looks like PD finally got here. And so I think he was the final player, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check the Diplo chat, but I think then we are ready to go. And he is on Team 3. Or, well, if he's not on Team 3, he's on Team 3 now. So we are going to select teams once this guy gets in, or we're going to say you can select teams. and we are going to see a bit of a time. I'm so excited. I have no idea what the metagame looks like right now. I think that wars are extremely expensive and just really bad to engage in as a general rule of thumb. I think wars are going to be... You're going to generally want to avoid wars. We see PD on the latecomer on Japan. I don't know if he was here for that, him getting picked Japan.
Yes. Very, very fair drafts.
I thought... No. I don't know why why Team 1 didn't pick... I don't know why you guys didn't pick Ching, but fair enough.
We didn't pick Ching because Dreadwolf has not played 1.5.
Okay, fair enough. Just a little bit of a more conservative pick. Could have just given him Russia.
Yeah.
Though, if you were picking for him.
Yeah, but no. It's more we talked about picking Ching. Russia puts him in really wants to play. He says he's good at it. I really want to play France because I kind of just want to chill.
Well, obviously you picked France.
Yeah.
But
Dreadwolf kind of wanted to roleplay a little with Spain on like taking Latin America and stuff.
Okay.
What I find really weird is that like Team 2 took.
All right.
Like, Team 3 took like the most scuffed picks.
Okay, that makes sense. We're gonna talk about it with the chat, but go back to your VC.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna give the players 4 minutes until we start the game. After we load in here, and we're just going to be playing a Go Beer and also asking chat who they think won this draft. I have an idea of who won the draft, but I don't want to influence the vote. And so we will, have a little bit of a time. Where's our poll? Where's Harvey Dent? Where's our chat pop out? There it is. All right, so we're going to start a poll. Who won the poll? We have Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, and chat. Who won the poll? Chat will not be biased in this vote at all. And so, chat is, if you don't have an opinion on who won it, you can just pick chat. And so, I think, Ching would have been the pick there, but they said that player was unfamiliar with the patch, and maybe is a little bit spooked out by some various things. And so Spain is definitely going to be the easier country to play. And so this is going to be good. This stream, yeah. Prussia is so alone. Is Prussia really? Yeah, they are. USA, Prussia, Japan. Prussia's going to actually have a really hard time. That's a very good point to make. Prussia is like... Prussia's going to have some struggles, I think. Some regime change from France, and Qing just slides into power. Also, you can trade states now, right? And so, like, you could just trade away a bunch of your coastline as Qing, and then to, like, France or something. There's no rule against this right now. Might have to make a rule against this if it gets, well, I'm not sure. We have a kind of, like, no rules, no holds barred philosophy, and so, as part of that philosophy, like, Qing giving away its entire coastline to France is allowed, and doesn't cost any infamy. We do see the EIC get released, despite the fact that they're on the same team, so that wasn't necessary. And then they go with, I guess they're going to go with the Bengal strat. So now they have all accepted pops after this happens, because they have gone with releasing everyone. I do think they lose a bunch of their or no, wait. No, they're not going with the Bengal strat. So I think that this is probably not understanding exactly the mechanics of how this works. But perhaps it's intentional. I do not know. They do have a puppet still, really? Baroda's still a puppet? Okay, well, that's interesting. You learn something new every day. Where's Baroda? Isn't it normally here? That might just be a bug. And might just get annexed by them. Chatters, of course, are the winners. Is Bengal still the best way to play EIC? I'm not even sure Bengal was the best way to play EIC, but it looks like that might be what they're going for. Well, actually, no. Yeah, this is what they're going for. They released all their subjects, and then they got independence, and once they hit the event, then they will get Bengal. So it looks like, actually, this is what they're going for. They did release all their subjects. Yeah, because their subjects don't have a bunch of extra territory, and the event would not have procced, because you do have to wait a moment in-game. And so this is going to be the strat. So it looks like, actually, maybe we have someone who has played the EIC before and prepared for this kind of thing, which is crazy considering, you know, we did not have too much prep time with teams or anything like that. Oop, that is the timer. And we are going to be off and away. Someone increased the speed to speed 5, but we're going to see East India. And then once they click the event, I believe we'll switch to Bengal. But we are going to do what we do every game. We are going to rush analytic philosophy. Spectacular. Okay. Oop. Looks like we got some people kind of used to pausing. And so it's going to be interesting to see if anyone declares on Great Qing at the very start. I'm expecting to see this. And we can quickly go through and see if anyone has some, you know, very, very starting wars. From Team 1 with France, Russia, and Spain. Looks like we don't have any wars. Let's see if the UK reduced autonomy in Hanover. They did not. So the personal union will go away pretty close to the start of the game. You can actually just reduce autonomy on Hanover, which is really, really makes forming North Germany hard. It looks like they didn't do this, so it looks like North Germany will probably get formed this session, you know, if everything kind of operates as normal. Let's see if the UK started any wars. No, they have not. The EIC is doing EIC things, although they're not Bengal, so maybe they're... I'm not sure exactly what the strat is at this point then, because they released all the subjects. Maybe they haven't gotten the event yet. I don't know exactly when the event will fire. Austria hasn't declared any wars. USA might be going after Mexico, but I kind of think that it's unlikely. They have a protectorate in Liberia, and I suppose they could annex them, but they're not doing that right now. It looks like they're improving relations with several countries in South America, so maybe more of a little bit of an RP style. Prussia is probably not started any wars because they have to do everything diplomatically. They are still rivaling Austria. And then Japan almost certainly hasn't started a war. They're probably more about deleting their military. So we have a kind of clean, there we go, nice Bengal. And so this will allow you to have, you know, all accepted pops. You will kind of lose your ability to annex people that are all your subjects, but this will overall, the zero discrimination strategy is going to be quite good. Team 3 needs to convince Team 2 that the formation of the North German Confed is necessary to balance against France, Russia. This is an interesting one. I think you're probably correct, JCC, and thank you for the congratulations on the subs. Do you have thoughts on synergistic nation picks for multiplayer? I do. I think that, for example, UK EIC are really well picked together because you stay in the customs union. It looks like they decided not to stay in the customs union, but you can still run a bunch of trade or rejoin the customs union, something like this. Can you show me your pops tab? Does the low pops have 50% excess needs? Yeah, we could just take a quick look at it. It looks like they have 40% excess. They're starving though, so that's not a huge endorsement here. But yes, I kind of agree that Team 1 got the best draft. I think that their draft would have been obscene if they had Qing. I think even without Qing, it is extraordinarily strong. And France and Spain, I think you can see, like, I think adjacency is going to be a pretty valuable thing in a general sense, you know, in patch 1.5, in terms of drafting things together. So if you're going to pick Spain, I think one of the best countries to pick it with is France. And I think you're going to see a lot of France-Spain pairings in general, because France, I think, is still the first pick. And if you're first pick, you get the last pick. Someone's supposed to pick up Qing, and then I think kind of the ninth pick country is Spain. No one picked up Qing, and the ninth pick country, instead we see two ninth pick countries in both Spain and Japan. And so this is kind of the state of things as it is right now. Looks like AI Brazil is struggle bussing a little bit here. We'll see if they're able to do anything, get anything done. No player wars so far because we haven't seen any pauses, but expecting to see some amount of you know, wars getting declared at the start here. Someone pinged me. I probably have to mute this. But it is telling me about, a defensive agreement. One-sided defensive pact with Team 1, where Team 3 helps if Team 1 is attacked. Team 1 will never be obliged to help. With Team 1... What? In return, they stay out of our business forming Germany. Okay, so Team 1 has agreed not to interfere with the formation of Germany, and in return, Team 3 is going to help them out if they're attacked. I don't know if that's a good agreement for Team 3, but that is the agreement, which is a little bit of an interesting one. I think we're going to cancel out this poll so it's not showing on the overlay. So it's looking like... It's looking like Team 3 is going to get a nice clean Germany form, especially since Hanover has gotten free and their autonomy was not reduced. This is one of the bigger interferences, and so we're going to see USA, North German Fed, and Japan likely all form together. We get the hard times. The truth hurts. The truth really hurts. Yeah. And man, this is a very interesting start here. Do you know why low pop has more than 50% excess needs? It happened to me in Japan the game. For most of the game, it was horrible. I don't know. That's a bit of strangeness to me. I haven't started on someone like this. I'm not sure why they have excess simultaneously with if the pops are upgrading really slow or what. Because when you have an excess, you're supposed to upgrade your SOL level, and then you get a new basket of needs, and then you have to buy the basket of needs, and if you still have an excess, you're supposed to upgrade SOL level. So when you're running a huge excess, you're supposed to move up. So I'm not sure exactly. That's not a great patch. Yes.
By the way, if you haven't seen,
I saw the agreement. Could you ask one of them to confirm it though? Want someone from Team 3? Oh, he's out. He's out. He pieced out. I will confirm it. I will take the ring to Mordor. Oh, it looks like he's in Team 3's chat. So, yeah, one of the downsides is you frequently see when teams are kind of colluding or negotiating. That's not a great bact, to be honest, overestimating the North German Fed. I kind of think so. A one-sided defensive pact basically just guarantees yourself. So in a situation where you come into first place, they can't attack you. Actually, is that what a defensive pact means? Yeah, I mean, I think that I'll consider that a violation if you attack them. It's also not for any specific amount of time, so, you know, it's a bit... I think that's really good for Team 1. Team 1's already looking really strong. I agree with this, and so, like, you know, Team 1, having Russia and France together, two of the, like... countries that have really strong militaries and get really good growth. And then, you know, Spain's no slouch in the growth department either, right? And so, ooh, looks like we're frozen. No. Are we good? Did anyone desync? That's the question. We're gonna pause here. I'm gonna pause for 5 seconds. Maybe that allows people to catch up. Experiencing some chop. Might have to go to speed 3. We might swap to speed 3 here, depending on how things are progressing. But yeah, the Team 1 having the really strong pick, and now this like Diplo agreement, which is going to make it so that I mean, that's kind of a sort of free-ish thing to give the North German Fed formation. And to be fair, like, I think that... I don't know if it's... I would call it necessarily bad for Team 3, but it's kind of... In my opinion, it's a little like saying, I want third... Or I'm playing for second. An economic prison, a prison of our own making. And so... You think the excess is going to landowners? is it a non-aggression pact or a defensive pact? It's a one-sided defensive pact. Germany will not form Prussia as they need a piece of Austria or France. Yeah, this is a... They're not going to form Germany, but they're going to get to form the North German Fed, I think. Probably they're betting that Japan, USA can beat Austria, UK, EIC. I think that this is the bet. I think it's also kind of wrong, but like you can play for second with Team 1 and you could just be like, oh, we lost the draft, but that seems like yeah, that seems, I don't know, that seems not the play. And they could go back on their agreement, to be fair. It's only a 5% penalty. We've never seen anyone in the history of 3v3v3 break an agreement. But looks like France is getting in there. But it's allowed. It's not against the rules. You don't automatically like get all your... You just get a 5% penalty to your score. And so this is not too bad for you, you know, in the grand scheme of things. Imagine Russia's now annexing some of the... Ooh, looks like they're going after... What is this? Conquer Bosnia. Looks like they're going after Bosnia, son. I don't know why they're going after... Oh, this is Austria going after Bosnia. Interesting. Interesting. Well, they wanted Bosnia, son, so that's fair. Russia's not declaring any wars. I don't even think they have infamy, so they're just kind of decaying nothing. If you're not using your infamy decay, you're losing it. But it does look like they got the market liberal in power, which of course was the plan. Is he the IG leader, though? He's not the IG leader. Womp womp. We needed to make him a general first, and then do the things. You're very interested in seeing the mid-late game economic trade and warfare, cartels, etc. I'm super interested in that stuff too. I think that it might be difficult for us to get to the late game. You think that USA is wildly overestimated, at least until discrimination is fixed? USA has just underperformed in these 3v3v3s just tremendously, and so now I kind of think it's like more of a late pick country, you know, which is, I think if we look on, we can take a look at where we had the power rankings here. But I think I put the USA I decreased their stock, well, the EIC really suffered from a lot of the mappy changes, and we have USA as 5th pick, but really I think it's the 1 through 4 picks, and then the 5 through 8 picks, and that there's like a clear delineation, and USA, East India, Austria, and Prussia are all like significantly worse than France, Great Qing, Russia, UK, but you know, the players have disagreed with me, and they say that Qing is unplayable, so what do I know? Other than Qing is really good, and they should not discount it so much. But this is, you know, kind of what we're seeing. We are seeing Austria go for this. France is doing the kind of normal French things. Spain. Has Spain started a war? They have not started a war. A lot of players are sitting on 0 infamy. You know, Austria is going for it. I don't know about Bosnia as being a good target, but it's a nice contiguous target, right? And it does have iron and lead, so it's not like terrible. It's got a few tooling workshops too. I think this is probably fine. You know, at least they're making moves. The UK doesn't have an active diplomatic play. I'm not sure if they're waiting for Great Qing to inject the thing before they go after it. Bengal looks like they might already be occupying Sindh here. And are they damaging relations with the UK? They're damaging relations with the UK. Not sure what the plan is, why they need more neutral relations, but okay, fair enough. They are intentionally hurting relations. And then we have USA. Let's see if the USA is up to anything. No, not yet. Japan. Japan's probably focused on internals for now. It looks like they're improving relations, so they are probably going for a mega customs union. And they're not catch and releasing Japan on game start. So I'm not sure exactly what the plan's going to be on this. Because normally what you would want to do, I think, is you have USA... you have to do like this complicated 3-war thing, but you can have the USA annex all of Japan. And then release all of Japan, and then Japan will have the US tech and institutions, but a ton of turmoil, and then you rev as Japan to reset your turmoil. And so you can intentionally rev. And so I think that this is the better strategy. It looks like we have take treaty port started by the UK here. Let's see what else they're going for. Also, war reparations, open market, kind of a standard looking thing. I think that they should just take a state because, you know, we're playing for GDP growth rate, right? And I think they should probably just take Beijing instead of, you know, getting a treaty port, because this will add 5 million to your GDP. They started with 26 million GDP, right? Plus 5. That's a lot of pluses. This is not piss. I swear to God. But yeah, USA kind of pops off later and is going to be more of a, I think, if 2-session games become more common, if we can manage to swing that, USA starts to look a lot more attractive. But yeah, this is New World loses on pop. This is another thing is right now, you know, migration is a little undertuned, and so New World in general, I think doesn't feel that great, and so yeah. I don't think they'll intentionally rev on Japan, because last time someone joined, yeah, I mean, the person who was playing Japan could have played that a little bit better, but yes, this is another thing as well. But yeah, UK has a lot lower GDP. Let's check. It should be a little bit lower. It's not. It's higher. But you do see this is their start, 26 million. This is when they left the customs union, and then they cranked up. And so that cranking up here is kind of what I was trying to talk to. Players thought that the UK should have a different starting GDP if in terms of their scoring, and I thought that this was not the case. It could be the fact that they have them back in the customs union. I don't think that they do. No, it doesn't look like they do. But they just ran a bunch of trade routes, and they got their buildings profitable again. And so this is not the calamitous end that I think a lot of players were arguing that it was. Although, to be fair, it was a lot worse when I was looking at it. But you probably have the Bengal also running trade routes to the UK. Looks like they're a little infamous. So what have you been doing, you naughty, naughty boy? Looks like, ho ho ho, someone needed to pause here. Someone needed to pause. I'll let them know. I'll let them know. So we do see France joining against the UK here, and Russia. And this is, you know, Team 1 aggressing on Team 3, effectively. This is, which is a very, and they're not even taking anything crazy. They're taking a treaty port, they're opening the market, right? But this is going to be, that's quite a bit. Now, we're going to get to see some convoy raiding in action, I think. We see Bengal also siding in here, and we're going to get to see just exactly what happens with some of this stuff. This is a very big PvP war. We haven't seen a PvP war like with these new systems, and so this is very exciting. So, but yeah, their GDP is not as impacted, but it's about to be impacted by. We're about to see how the convoy raiding game like kind of plays out. I think we can, if we swap to the military, hopefully we can see some of this as it happens once the war starts. As we swap to this tab. But expecting the English Channel and the Bay of Biscay to just become absolutely filled with boats here. You know, kind of with this diplomatic play, which is, this is significant here. Okay, so it's after 75% escalation. No one else can join. Oh, it's not quite at 75. So we can see a couple more joiners. These guys didn't get anything for joining, so this is entirely a pie thumbing. So I don't think this is worth it for Team 1, especially because, well, I mean, I guess if they've identified Team 2 as somehow going to be, you know, the second place person, but I think this is kind of giving the bag to Team 3 to some extent, unless they're trying to negotiate, unless they're trying to strong arm, you know, the UK in some way, but I think this is a little bit of bridge burning. I don't know exactly. This seems not ideal. Yeah. Whenever I played, I considered the USA as a non-threat. The game doesn't go long enough for them to become economically strong before 1.5. I consider conscription bad. Yeah, and well, I mean, conscription is actually really nice in 1.5 because you can recomp to being really heavy on the artillery, but uh, in particular in the very start of the game, it's nice. But once you recruit up a military, it's gonna be, not as nice. And then we're gonna go to speed 3 because there is a PvP war.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Seems to be some misfortune with the game regarding Great Qin and their event on banning opium.
What's
it didn't fire whatsoever, so UK didn't get any war goals and the Qin didn't get any debuffs. Do you know anything on this?
I don't know about this bug, but we're not gonna. I can't do anything about it. We're not gonna restart or swap.
Just whatever.
That's interesting to note, though, that there is a bug that and Qing's not getting debuffs.
Channel just clean.
Yeah.
Washed.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Just fight your hardest. I think he's out of the chat already. Yeah, he is. That's rough, though. That is unfortunate. I don't have a way to just, like, console command Qing to have a debuff. Otherwise, or, well, if I do, I don't know of the way. But is there a way for us to see... I really want to see what's going on in these nodes. This kind of hurts so much that we can't see what's going on. It's just showing our situation. Is there a way? No. Oh my god. Please. Let us spectate. My kingdom for a spectator tool. But they're off, though. And so we're going to see just how this, like, plays out. And so we'll be able to watch the dead and wounded at the very least. There's a naval invasion going on Beijing, and that we see a few land battles, in particular between Tibet and Bengal right here. So this is where we see the land battles. Do we see any naval battles? Battle between Spain and Morocco. Okay, so we're seeing some land battles up in here, up in this bizzle. In the progress on here. Looks like South Austria versus Qing, South Australia. And so they're going to try and push through here, but, France can get to this front. And France has a stronger military. Russia also has a really strong military, so not sure exactly how this is going to shake out. It's looking already pretty bad for the dead. Looks like we saw a half-second battle there. Or was that a naval battle? Now, really would love to see where the shippies are, but we can't see where the shippies are. So instead, we will get to see some of these battles progress off to the left. And currently, it's not really... we're not seeing too many team-on-team battles, except for that brief one very, very quickly, which was France versus the UK. You don't see the logic with opening the Qing's market. I think it's bad if you're taking a treaty port, unless... But I think it's, like, kind of just... a little bit, well, I think it's bad if you're going to take a treaty port, yeah. Don't say New World bad. I'm playing as Chile right now. I'm about to run out of pops. The truth hurts. You mean it is? Got kneecapped as Argentina because no pops. Methinks UK is gonna get kneecapped. Well, the thing is like, only thing they lose off this is war reps, which is actually tremendously bad for them. But, I mean, we're going to see some landings. Looks like we see Russia trying to land Yorkshire. That's a little bit spicy. There's no landing progress being made. We'll see how long it takes them to get there. And, I mean, there's a notification that appears when you're getting naval landed, so the UK is going to see this, and then they're just going to move either ships or, troops over, so I don't think that this is going to succeed. Russia trying to get Qing market. Just need daddy to Russia to love you. Yeah. How can I change rules early? Change what rules? You mean laws? Looks like, hey, they're also trying to land the UK in the Highlands. So they're not going for, it looks like they're specifically going for the more northern provinces. I don't know if I think Yorkshire is out of, oh no, Yorkshire is still in the England HQ. But are they making progress into Tibet? Looks like they are. Steady progress. Maybe the France and Russia just haven't assigned here. I haven't seen a France and Russia fight here in Tibet, and so maybe they're just not trying to fight this. You know, around 3x the amount dead. Let's see how much of this is France attrition. So looks like no attrition in battle for France, Russia. France and Russia, or Russia attrition, 3.6k. Looks like they're not really setting in here, and we are seeing quite a bit of dead for Bengal here at the very start. Looks like UK probably didn't assign too much to this front, and it's just Bengal doing most of the legwork here. We do see a naval battle here between Russia and them in the North Sea as part of the landing, and as expected, the UK is going to be winning this here. But Team 3 can do this with impunity because they know, or sorry, Team 1 can do this with impunity because they know Team 3 is not going to gang up on them, right? And so there's a little bit of a situation where, you know, maybe the defense pact is a little, I don't know how I feel about it. I think being able to form Germany is like really good, but I think that this is just a mutual defensive pact would have been, I think, a more equitable deal. But we are going to see, you know, Russia or the UK prevent this, and I'm really not seeing any battles as the result of convoy raiding. So I'm not sure how people's convoys are getting along. I don't think we can look at someone's convoys, unfortunately. If we take a look here, maybe we can take a look at the French shipping lanes. Looks like they're in okay shape, or there's nothing here to imply that they're not. Looks like they're doing a lot of trade with Russia specifically, which is nice for them. But let's just reopen up this tab. They are going to... Question is the UK going to make it in on Qing? And we will see. But naval battle here. Looks like Spain's going after Morocco. Looks like, yeah, they're getting in here. And this is maybe the idea behind interfering here is just to get a truce. Maybe Team 1 wants a truce with, you know, Team 2 more than anything else. And this is the reason for doing this. You could commission a mod that allows you to properly spectate, right? I don't know if I could. But yeah, you can't join. A little bit of hot fix. Stone cold fix. Look at the UK. We naval invading. I am aware. But it's looking... I mean, good luck. UK has the best fleet. Not really seeing much convoy raiding, though. I think the convoy raiding's super OP, so a little disappointed to not see it. Or maybe the convoys are getting raided, just no defensive battles vis-a-vis the convoy raiding. Looks like we have the total number of flotillas. Actually, they have a decent chunk of flotillas. You know, here on Team 1... because Russia has a lot more than Bengal. Well, Bengal has, like, nothing. What the hell? I thought Bengal starts with, like, 15 boats. I guess not. Or maybe they deleted them? That seems loose. But they're not getting in here. That's the only naval battle. We are seeing the UK starting to pick up steam over here. Russia or no one has come to help them. We're seeing Sierra Leone, this fight in... Pegu Lhasa. This is this front. So Russia's assigned to that front. France is really kind of staying out of it, except for, what do we have here? Bad naval invasion of the Highlands. So looks like they actually do get past the Navy, which is a little bit surprising. And so now they have to get past the Army with this defense. This is going to be a little bit rough. Looks like, what percentage of cannons do you have here, my guy? Looks like they have Lancers and Skirmish, which I don't think is going to cut it. Although Skirmish and Dragoons are not the best defenders. We'd prefer kind of all Skirmish. But I think that this is going to be a hard, you know, nut to crack with mostly with infantry and cavalry. Although I do like cavalry on the landing because once it gets in, it can do work. But if the UK is being fairly defensively minded, they should be able to do well, looks like just absolutely getting chunked here. In this node is a battle in the North Sea, which is just for the landing. It's going to slow down the landing. Does this mean there's another landing coming in on a different square? So it looks like they might be multi-landing. Not sure how effective this is. You're Russia. You have to leave the lobby, or you can't watch with the audio on. You cannot watch the stream with the audio on, or communicate with the stream chat, because otherwise you will get access to information you shouldn't have access to. When you said we land, and I wasn't sure what I thought you meant. We, the royal we, not we as in we're actually landing. So, appreciate the enthusiasm, but also get out of here. Because otherwise I can't talk about the secret diplomatic agreements, right? Let's come back to this war. So, I mean, well, looks like the UK might be getting pushed back out of here. They're losing progress over here in Beijing. But the war score tells a little bit of a story. You know, the thing is you can enforce on... If you look at the peace deal requirement, landing the Isles is unnecessary. You can land any stripit of, you know, UK land. You could land over here, right? In some of this territory. Because the only thing that you need to enforce on the UK is war reps. And so you could just take this, right? You could just take this instead. So this landing is, I think it's kind of just wood chippering your navy and your troops to try and land the main isles. But looks like they're going for it. Hopefully they don't make a sudden adjustment because they're watching the stream. You know, yeah, I mean, they're still trying to get in here. I mean, maybe they get on the Isles. I'm not sure what the entire intention behind interfering with this is, though. You're really going to, even if you're successful, right? Do you really want to make Team 2 mad at you at the very start? I guess it doesn't matter if you have a defensive pact with Team 3. I guess it doesn't matter. This is just kind of a strange situation. I'm not sure how I feel about that. This is why you can't just have a defensive pact going for an indeterminate amount of time in exchange for something like this, I think. Because, well, I mean, it's just really bad for Team 2. Like, I think Team 2 is in an awful place because they can't team up. They can't team up except with Team 1, which they probably don't like very much now. UK might land some colony of France and get a war goal. For the French war reps, yeah, this is definitely how they need to enforce below 0. But this is very easy. France isn't in a position to defend, you know, this, and like that's just not a. Ooh, did they? When did they add this to Senegal? Okay, baby. Wow, but we don't give the. We're gonna give a port, but with no shipbuilding modifier. Oof. I think that's new though. I don't remember that being there. But this war continues on. Do they have... Looks like they have enough to enforce, and they haven't occupied any British territory, so that's a little bit of a miss in terms of what you're prioritizing here, considering, you know, you could have played it a little bit differently. Looks like we are progressing pretty slow here. You know, overall in terms of the game speed. Duluth seems to keep having trouble. Let's pause for him to catch up. Right? 1.12.3. Alright. Let's get him all caught up. And we'll just continue at speed 3. Let's see, Duluth is playing Bengal. He might have a bunch of navies and armies. Ugh, that's grim. They're getting pushed back pretty sternly. I mean, it's probably pretty tough pushing. Russia's actually committed troops there, and so the combination of Russia and Qing is probably a little bit difficult to fight on offense here. Duluth is still all right. So let's take a look at the other team, or the other remaining players on the team. Spain seems to have protectorated Morocco as planned, and is now infamous because they started what protectorating Portugal. And so this is something that would be much more substantive, I think, to interfere on. And also, maybe Team 2 wants to do something about this, as a sort of form of retaliation. I'm guessing no, and they just let it go through. But this is something they could consider, especially because Austria is not currently involved in anything. Austria could get involved in this. So speaking of, let's see what Austria is maybe doing. They're not up to anything. And infamy, they still have some infamy from taking Bosnia. Wait, they didn't take Bosnia? What happened? What happened? Okay, well, they didn't take Bosnia, so that's looking not as good for them. And then we have Team 3 that's just kind of, what's this? Okay. Team 3, which has, pulled Japan into their customs union. They're rivaling Prussia. Okay. Prussia's unlikely. It's a human player, so they're unlikely to do anything. And let's see if you have any infamy. No infamy. So just kind of chilling. Just ecoing up. I suppose we'll get a little bit of a bigger picture as to what's going on with the eco with our first, score update. Let's see, are we... if Duluth gets a week behind, we'll pause for him, but it does seem to be... He does seem to be the one. Alright, do we have infamy? We do not, as Japan. So Japan's got no infamy, and Prussia's got to keep the infamy relatively low. We're a little surprised to see no one go for the gold in Transvaal and Orania at this point in time. There's a lot of players that could be going for it, but they're not. Obviously not expecting anyone who is, here, let's take a look. We're gonna pause. Wait for Duluth to catch up a little bit here, because we do not want to desync. But it's looking like... I just don't think this war achieves too much, Where's Gobir? Gobir is... If someone conquers me, they conquer me. Gobir is hiding above Sokoto. Spain is better than an Italian minor? I think it is. But you can make an argument. If someone... Sardinia Piedmont seems reasonable. I think, I think maybe if you have France on your team, you pick Spain, and if you don't have France and you have someone like Austria, maybe you take Sardinia, Piedmont, and the context. A lot of the tier 9 through 15, I think if we come in here, I think the 9 through. Let's call it the 9 through 15, or 9 through 13 maybe, are just kind of all roughly equivalent. And so Sardinia would be okay to pick, the Ottomans would be okay to pick, Belgium would be okay to pick. Belgium might be better than Spain. It's a little bit hard to tell. At our current rate, we're not progressing very quick here. So, because we are having some syncing issues, as it were. But, this war is interesting, so let's see if... looks like... Okay, that looks like it was... yeah, they are enforcing below 0, so they do control some French territory somewhere in order to be doing this. And this is going to actually be really bad for France if they get enforced on like this, which is looking likely, considering they do not have anything of Britain. And Britain has... Oh, looks like they need to re-land, Great Qing. But the players don't have a good way to prevent the UK from landing Qing, because France and Russia can't just station troops in the North China HQ. This isn't how it works. And so they'll just re-land and they'll just be in. They could just station a bunch of ships here in the Yellow Sea. This is the only way they can try and defend them. And so this is going to be how they have to try and defend them in order to get the ticking to roll down. But the UK also needs to actually re-land, and it doesn't look like they have another landing coming in. It looks like the Navy is getting rocked a little bit by France. And, to be fair, Well, this navy's getting rocked by the... It looks like we have another naval battle here. Ooh, so the convoy rating is maybe starting to kick up a little bit here now. But to be fair, the UK has to commit a large number of its boats to do one of these landings, which maybe leaves it vulnerable at home. And so maybe we're seeing a little bit of this. You know, we're not going to... I really wish I could see how wrecked their convoys were, but we can't, unfortunately. If I'm not mistaken, there's nothing in here that says, hey, we're getting absolutely skewered on the convoys. Other than, actually, we could look at market access. The British market. Well, we see maybe? I mean, they have some big routes over to here, but they're not part of the market. But if we take a look, these guys should have no market access if the convoys are wrecked, and it doesn't look like it, right? And so we know that the convoys are still intact somewhat. The pop-in market is not affected. And if we take a look here, is France's... Looks like France also has intact convoys, so the convoy rating hasn't really been brought to bear, or the players are not focused on the convoys, they're just trying to sink each other's ships, which is probably a little bit of a miss, because man oh man is convoy rating really effective. But are you going to land the UK? You gotta land the UK somewhere. It doesn't have to be the British Isles, because you don't need it to enforce the war goal, the only war goal that there is. But, I mean, they're not enforcing now either. They're just wood chippering their... It's just been like 3 years of war, or 2 years of war, 2.5, and I don't think this is doing anything really for Team 1 and Team 2. Obviously, Team 2 didn't consent to this war, and this is Team 1's doing. But I don't see Team 1 really getting anything out of it. I mean, they don't get anything out of it. Here, let's. I mean, they get nothing from this peace. And so, and eventually France will also just get forced out, right? Because the UK cannot tick down Great Qing right now because they don't control the capital. They are ticking down France right now. Eventually, France and Russia just getting forced out. And so maybe this is why the UK's just got their boats around, you know, here, and they're saying, you know what, we take these, you're not really doing anything. Nope, it does look like they're trying to re-land, but they could also just wait for France to decay out, because France is going to decay out before the UK does, because the UK has occupied some French territory somewhere, and France has not done the same. And so, heads up play by the UK player here to make sure that works. I think we're going to take a look at GDPs. Because the convoys aren't too disrupted, and get a little bit of a score update for everyone, and so let's kind of go through it. So France started with 26.3 million GDP. They are up to 33.4. Respectable. Nice little gain. 27% gain. Russia is started at 35 million, and they're up to 36.6. I think they are spending more in this war than kind of the others, because they have assigned you know, a bunch of troops to this front. They are why the UK is not making any progress, even with the assistance from Bengal, and so they might be, you know, kind of eating some of this in terms of their GDP growth. Spain has started at 8.8. They're actually down to 8.7, so they're down a little bit, down about 1%. I'm not sure why they're down, although they haven't taken any dirt. But okay, this is the state of things as it is. UK starts at 26.3, and they remain at 26.3, perfectly balanced as all things should be, staying the same GDP, which is, you know, I think not what you're trying to do, but sometimes it's how you roll. You know what I mean? So they've stayed the same. To be fair, their pie's gotten thumbed a little bit. We're going to switch over to Bengal, which started at 49.9. They are up to 52.2. To be fair, we've only progressed like 2 in a quarter year here. Definitely seeing some interesting stuff with the wars. Austria's up to 22 million from 20.9 for a little cozy 5% gain. Let's take a look at Prussia. Prussia from 12 is up to 14.6. So they are probably have the biggest percentage gain so far. Oh, nope, France has got a bigger percent gain. Okay, but that's still quite solid. USA is up from 17.5 to 23.2. Okay, so this might be the biggest percent gain. Up 32%, so that is the biggest so far. And then Japan, which started at 12.6, is now up to 15 for a respectable, 19% gain. And so we will have updated scores. We will copy and paste this in the Diplo chat so that the players can see it. And so overall, currently on the score, Team 3 is actually winning. So, which is going to be good for them. We will upload the file. And also, remember, it's a one-way defensive pact. So Team 1 is allowed to dogpile Team 2. But I think after this kind of unprovoked, in my opinion, this is unprovoked and doesn't really gain anything. And you have a hard time making the argument Team 2 is a sort of boogeyman. I think if in this situation, you're going to have a hard time convincing... Team 2 to dogpile Team 3 with you. I would think. But this is the current state of things. So we are seeing some pretty nice ecoing up. Largely on the back of the USA performing quite well. We did say the USA sucks. Well, who's laughing now? They still suffer in a lot of ways. But let's take a look at maybe a little bit of their economy, what they're doing. I think that Pennsylvania is the best state to build, and they are not building there. Alabama is also a good shout because they have lead in addition to the iron and coal. And so where are you building, Mr.? Are you building up in... Okay, it looks like they're building up in New York, which is fair enough. New York late game gets really good off of, this modifier here with the electricity output. I think that having access to the coal early on is more useful, but okay, they're building up the iron, and they are going to have access to the iron company in just a second. They're probably not going to have access to Carnegie Steel for quite some time, and so probably not in this phase, but they do look to be ecoing up. Maybe they've got the, looks like Ohio, they've upped the wood to 14. Which is seems fine enough. There is some demand for wood in Ohio in the furniture, the paper, and the tooling workshops, so I think that's probably okay. Not exactly how I would play it, but the USA is doing the best out of everyone on the eco front. And to be fair, they haven't really fought around too much. Speaking of fighting around, let's take another look at this war. Looks like they are enforcing on Qing again. So the landing must have gotten in, and now it's kind of like asking, well, what are you guys going to do about it? If we take a look at France, I think we can see how close they are to getting enforced. No, we can't see. I'm pretty sure there's a way, but it escapes me at this moment. But they have spent a lot more on the war. I think France really hasn't invested too much. I mean, they're losing a lot of troops to these boats. This seems to be not a profitable war engagement for Team 1. I mean, the thing is they have no war goals, so like, what's the thing? You mean sulfur Piedmont? That's a good one. I think the UK caps after Qing caps. You think the UK capitulates to France here? I mean, I might be reading that comment a little late. Didn't Paradox say that they would assign headquarters mechanic for allies? They did. It's not working. It's not implemented. Did Russia get Alexander as the Landowners leader? No, they did not, which is a big part of why Russia is considered one of the really strong picks, is that they can get off of traditionalism really fast. Their guys are left by Alexander Ivalich. And so, because of this, I think Russia's going to have a pretty medium game. And not necessarily be hyper explosive. I mean, the only countries that have double-digit growth percentage at this juncture, right, are France, which I think, to be fair, their industrialists are insane. You can go laissez-faire really quick, and you get the construction speed bonus. And so I think France should have a really explosive economy. And then all of Team 3 has double-digit or better growth percentage, Prussia, USA, and Japan, and it's the two teams that haven't been engulfed in this meat grinder fest, because you're killing a lot of troops here. You're killing a lot of troops, just dying to casualties, and this drains out, your sub farms, your available labor pool, and so, and this is like, it's expensive now. Hello?
This convoy rating is quite funny. The GDP has dropped by 11 million for GB.
Yeah, the truth hurts.
Yeah, even if I get forced on, it's just worth it. It's just so funny to see them in so much pain. If you haven't noticed, show chat. Lancashire mines are dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you guys both back to Team 1. See ya. But let's take a look at the Lancashire mines, and their GDP is dropping. So we'll see what their market access looks like. But oof, that's not that well. That's kind of dead. That's dead because the problem is you don't have you really need to try and stack these together. But I certainly understand their desire to do this. Can we not see their lack of market access here? When we look, see, it doesn't, from our UI perspective, it doesn't look like it, but actually, I think they just overbuilt coal a disgusting amount. More so than, we have 9 coal here, 5 coal here, 25 coal here, and where's the iron? We have like 12 iron here, so I think they just overbuilt the coal more than the convoy rating killing it. But I mean, they are correct. Now they are down another 6 million. Look at the GDP, right? And France has been slowly trending up. The real problem for the UK is they have to commit navy in order to land. But the UK is going to enforce here, and like, they're going to enforce on Qing, and then I mean, as far as I can tell, they're going to enforce on... Are they finally getting ticked down? No, they're not getting ticked down, so they're going to enforce on the other one as well, so... I mean, we'll see just what the score looks like, but it looks like Team 1 is also talking to Team 2 right now. They might be trying to get some sort of peace deal going that seems equitable, except I think Qing should just... Or I think the UK should just take the bag from them. I'm sure Team 1 and 2 performed poorly because the war distracting and costing. Yep, this is... the distraction is probably an important one. Although, another important element is that we have been going on speed 3, in a sluggish speed 3, but... Coal is cheaper than iron, so it doesn't... it doesn't add that much to the input. Investment pool transfer, yeah. I mean, the coal PM is a little bit worse than iron PM, but it's, like, important for... Well, I think they just have too many coal mines. So, I mean... But if they were exporting coal, it might have been that they are exporting coal, right? And then now this doesn't work because of convoy rating, and so this is what kills the economy. Alright. We get a complaint from Team 2.
They just did that super late.
So is Team 1 just joining to, like, give you guys a hard time and not actually discuss a piece or anything?
No, they're just trolling around.
I don't know,
like...
they're trolling, they're just scoping, thieving. We demand war reparation. The way war reparations works, if you occupy any tile of country, it ticks down.
Yeah.
And they're at minus 60 right now, so the war peace gonna be enforced by the game in like a year.
Yeah, I know.
If they don't destroy it.
Okay, but the problem is that they're coming into your chat and just being obnoxious rather than...
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, rather than
just
actually
stay out,
trying
that
to
would be
negotiate.
nice.
Okay.
But ask them nicely.
Do you want them to not come into your chat at all?
I mean,
really
not
not.
like
I mean, if
every
there's a
5
reason to
minutes.
join
Okay.
our chat, then they could, but yeah,
Got
not
it.
like this.
Just ask
Alright.
nicely not to do this.
Most
So
of their
you
shipping
guys
lines are.
stop joining Team 2's chat unless you're actually discussing something diplomatically with them. Okay.
I'm trying. I was trying, but they don't want to. They just.
If they
made
say they don't want
left.
to, do the deal and you don't have any sort of counter offer, right? Then just leave.
I did have a counter offer. They did have a lot of debt.
Okay, like if you,
So just
but if they
mutual
reject the
chat.
counter offer, and you don't have another one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then the.
I made and then I left.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't in there for long.
All right. Oop. Ah. All right, so we might have to rehost. Who is Russia? Oscar. So.
What do we do now, man?
I think we rehost. Actually, let's try hot joining.
Okay, we're staying in the lobby. I will spread the message.
We can keep going that mismatch. He can just drag it down to the side, and then he doesn't. It's like a fake desync. It's not really like a something that we need to worry about.
Well, he's hot joining. He left and he's
Okay.
hot joining. We're gonna try the hot
Okay.
join.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go back to my BC now.
All right.
Have fun.
So we are gonna try the hot join. I hear that that works now. It hasn't worked in the past, and so. Oscar needs to select a nation. Who is that? That's team 1. Once he's in here. I think I click continue playing. Alright, and then I think we can unpause. Alright, well someone else did. Fair enough. We're off. We are off. But yeah, the Team 2 is absolutely right that they're going to enforce on them before they get enforced on for the French war reps. And are they ticking down the UK at all? They're ticking down the UK finally, but like the rate at which the tick's occurring, 2.4, they're even ticking them faster. There's no way that this is the thing. So I do not. It definitely makes sense that Team 2 is just saying, look, we're just going to enforce on you unless you want to leave the war faster. And to be fair, Team 2 should actually, or sorry, Team 1 should just capitulate here. Being in a war for longer is just costing you more. It's hurting Team 2, it appears, based on the convoy rating. It's hurting Team 2 more than it's hurting Team 1, but like this is, if you're trying to increase, you're letting Team 3 run away with it, you know, by extending wars like this in this situation. So you're just getting into Vic 3, so this has been helpful watching. This is definitely a little bit, this multiplayer metagame is definitely a little bit psychotic, but I'm glad it is helpful, because there's very strange things you could do. Like, Japan is probably a recognized country right now because they declared war on their ally, and their ally just let them get recognition for free, which is why they're a major power, and they're also a major power. They're inside a customs union. And this actually is probably a source of why, you know, USA is doing so hot. And USA, once they manifest their destiny, then they'll be in a really good spot because this will be much less convoys. It'll be much easier to cover. And I think like stuff like USA, Japan, Qing, like this is a reasonable squad where you could just really look to control the Pacific, something like this. Trash talking Vic 3, yeesh, yeah, basically. Definitely not, yeah.
My whole team's stuck on Friday.
It is stuck.
We're on. I'm stuck on Friday too.
Yeah, me too.
Let's wait and see if
Yeah.
Duluth catches up. Because we're waiting on Duluth, it looks like. And then if he doesn't, we'll rehost. So it looks
Convoy
like.
rating is so goofy.
Yeah, it looks like that the hot joining doesn't really work. Well, actually, he's fine. The Russia player is fine. We're gonna give it like 30 seconds and then we're gonna rehost.
All right.
Actually, maybe we let Duluth, yeah, just rejoin. We'll try and see. We'll try that. Okay. So we're gonna try and do this. Alright, you guys go back to your respective VCs. You heard that deleting paradox folder and documents fixes the desyncs?
He's rejoining because he has issues.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
And so we should be good then. I think I might go to Team 3. I haven't heard from Team 3 at all. And get their opinions on this. On everything that's kind of unfolded. Get Duluth back in the game. Just trying to keep an eye on things. Takes a lot of time to recover convoys too. Yeah, it does. Just understanding the mechanics deeper after watching playlists. Thanks for the great content. You're very welcome. Why putting Alexander as landowner leader doesn't work? What they needed to do is make him a general, and then exile the gentry assembly leader, this guy, after marrying this guy, and then they would have gotten him as IG and leader, which is definitely the preferable situation. But we're gonna see what Team 3 has to say.
Much wood. Hello.
Okay, so hey guys. So what do you think of this
Hello.
massive war between Team 1 and 2 over not much at game start?
I think it's really silly because they didn't need to. It was never needed in the first place. And the fact that they lost against Great Qing, just like, I don't fucking know how they lost against that. They shouldn't have lost that.
They won against Great Qing.
Pardon? They won? Oh, okay, I must be...
Yeah,
I
UK's
must be... Yeah.
UK's about to
think-
enforce on France.
That's interesting. What are they... What was even the war goal?
Just war reps.
Oh, what? Just
Which
war...
is pretty
just
big.
war-
Yeah. Well, so France can...
Just war-
The next war that UK starts, France can just join, right? And that'll get rid of the war goals, no matter what the war is. So... The question is do you eat the French war reps and never start another war? Or... I guess you could as UK and just look to annex your subjects or decrease autonomy, something like this, but... That's kind of the figuring. But you guys are sitting cozy and just ecoing for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
look
I say
at
bring on
UK
more wars, please. I love migration.
I look at the UK's GDP graph and it makes me so happy.
It's definitely not doing the hottest. It's starting to recover now. All right, just wanted to get your guys' opinion on that one. All right, so we are now out and we are in our own VC. Where can I find the cheat sheet of the PMs that you are using? It should be linked in a few of the videos. We're probably going to update it. If you ask on the Discord, someone might link it to you. I will not link it right now because I am a little bit busy. But I will probably link it later if someone asks and pings me. Because otherwise I might forget. But we are going to see this war kind of draw to a... And it looks like they just capped. And so... You know, now receiving... Looks like they have a pretty big movement to preserve interventionism here. Revving is super, super risky, and you just generally shouldn't do it. And so they do have to be a little bit careful on that front. But they are going to be receiving quite a bit of money, and their eco should recover quite a bit. But it was very interesting to see France be able to out-navy them. And now we're seeing France's eco take a little bit of a downturn here. I guess let's take a look at everyone's... Let's see Paul Allen's lines. So let's just quickly go through each team and take a look at their GDP graph line. This is France's on Team 1. On Team 1, we also have Russia's, which has been relatively flat. We have, take a look at Spain, which is overall getting some growth, but not a whole lot. UK overall has taken a bit of a dive since game start, but is on its way to recovery. We have Bengal, which is probably not doing too hot. I guess they're kind of flat during the war, kind of decreasing a little bit. This is, of course, Pops is dying, I think, is the biggest cause of a decrease as a result of the war. And we see Austria just kind of steadily kind of chipping on up, and then Team 3, which has so far been doing kind of the best, here we see a pretty good growth at the beginning that's kind of flattened out. I'm not sure what the growth at the beginning is from then. Maybe that's from swapping a bunch of PMs to better ones, and the first few buildings are a little bit better than the next few. Alright, fair enough. And we have Prussia, which is likely to form the North German Fed, although I'm not sure how late this session goes, right? We have another, what is it? We're going to 1:15, so we have 2 hours and 15 minutes, so that we are going to be continuing. And now we don't have a PvP war, so we're going to uproot to speed 4, although we are kind of losing some people that are getting lost in the sauce, so maybe speed 3 is better. We do just have yeah, some people are just getting lost if we're on speed 4, so we'll just keep it at speed 3. And then let's take a look at Japan. Let's take a look at Paul Allen's line. So I'll let the players know we're going to keep it at speed 3 because some players are just getting... And then maybe, let's check the chat. Let's see Paul Allen's chat. Is reduce autonomy defensive war? Getting autonomy reduced on you is, so if Great Britain reduces the autonomy of Lower Canada, this is a defensive war. Or sorry, for them, but it looks like we see, why is this pause coming through? He didn't join against anyone. Unless he's joining on behalf of one of his teammates, or pausing on behalf of one of his teammates. I'm not sure what that was about there. Okay. Iron Confederacy. Looks like we don't really have any active diplomatic plays that players are involved in. Poor Qing, man. Terrible. Just getting beat up. This treaty port also will help out the UK quite a lot to recover the prices of the goods in their market. You know, because they'll be able to run a lot of trade routes into Qing that are going to be hyper profitable without needing convoys. Only 3 years has passed, you can't see exponential growth? Yeah, I know. I know the real problem here. Real problem is we're going pretty slow. But, I am happy to have 9 players sitting in the seats, so... Because we have had a few false starts on these. Also, just very interesting to see France kind of do a number on the UK. And I don't think it's not because the UK's navy is weaker. It's because the UK had to tie up their navy over here, which takes a long time to sail over here, right? Like this is a commitment, and so specifically for this Qing thing. But like, what does Team 2 get out of it, right? Or sorry, Team 1 get out of it? The Team 1 didn't get anything out of it. They ended up paying war reps, like, but they certainly crushed Team 2 quite a bit. We do see someone finally going for. You know, the South African states, and so this is going to be really good for Java, who's playing France. Yeah, there's not much it's going to be good for him. He is a little bit infamous. Let's check. I mean, I think that no one's really racked up a lot of infamy. Everyone's been relatively chill. This has actually got to be the chillest 3v3v3 we've seen, other than the joining against the UK, which was kind of a no-chill type of moment. But we see... Wait, how'd you get your infamy... What? Didn't you just have in the 30s? Why is it at 10 now? I'm so confused. Crying, screaming, throwing up. What is the mechanic that just reduces... Did you get an event, maybe? I don't know of an event that reduces 20 infamy, though. Strange. Even USA is pretty well behaved here. USA AI is completely unhinged. I'm guessing they don't have nationalism yet. Yeah, we're only 3 years into the game, so everyone's kind of researching their first tech, so they're not going to have nationalism yet. So, yeah. Do you not penalize players for being in your chat anymore? We might have to introduce a penalty for someone joining without me asking, but there's currently not a penalty. But I generally don't want I want the players to be able to join if they're relaying to me a piece of information, like they just made a deal, this type of thing, but I don't want them to join to talk about convoy raiding or something like this. Like, I to be fair, like, sometimes it's going to be relevant, but yeah, how many convoys are available versus required? This is just breaking, like, a whole lot for them, and it's going to for some time here. And France's shipping lanes are fine. Their shipping lanes didn't come down, but yeah, so they were exporting a bunch of coal, and now they can't anymore, and so this is why their mines kind of collapsed, and now they're re-profitability back up because they're exports. But I mean, you should not be building the coal mines too much. I mean, I guess they're pushing EOS, but like you should lean more into local prices rather than economies of scale, I think, with the new mechanics, because your economy doesn't collapse, like, but it's recovering. Like, it's not a permanent thing. The thing is like convoy raiding right before the session ends is going to be really, really strong. Spain should join France's market for both of them to start growing faster and sharing a market. Yeah, I agree. I think this is another one of the kind of appeals of the Spain pick, the Spain-France pick, but we haven't seen it. They're just kind of doing their own thing. Also, how's the SOL look? Let's see Paul Allen's SOL. France would lose pops to France, but this is probably okay for your overall team. But like the French player, or sorry, the Spain player might not like this. But this would also allow France to siphon off from all of the, the Spanish subjects, which would be really good for them. But yeah, we're gonna see going after Zulu here. I don't know. We might have to also update some rules for war, because I think that I don't see the people's navies, and it could just be that France just divided into 50 navies and put one light ship convoy rating on every single node, and that's like probably negatively affects performance. It looks like we're hung up here. Okay. Trying to get Java caught up. Oh my god. A little bit of desyncing. Java normally doesn't have this problem. So I'll let him know to leave and then rejoin. Spain take Morocco when France have free claims. Is that here? Because Java is the one who's not in sync here. Spain takes Morocco where, yeah, France has free claims. Yeah, not the best. Probably, or not the most efficient. Definitely understand it from Spain's perspective, though. Also, I think Spain might have a claim on Isle Reef, in which case it's kind of okay. But feeding growth into Spain is more beneficial because of starting GDP. So it's not calculated like that. Your percent GDP growth is calculated, and your nominal growth, it's all summed together across your entire team. So if France, as far as your team score goes, if France gains 1 billion GDP or Spain gives 1 billion GDP, it doesn't matter. You're indifferent to who gets the GDP. Java is just what's going on. Hello? Did Java just drop? He's not in the Discord anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't say anything.
What?
He didn't say anything. He just because he's behind by a week and he couldn't catch up. And then did he just like his internet cut out, type of thing?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Well, hope he comes back.
Okay. Well. Okay. We might have to get a sub if he doesn't show up. Because no communication, it could just be like his internet's out, which is rough.
Maybe.
Okay. So, we're going to give him... We are going to see if, let's see. We don't have a current alternate. I would prefer not to play it so I could continue commentating on the game. So, is anyone in chat willing to take the ring to Mordor? We're going to give him like 5 minutes to pop back up or something like this. And then if he can't rejoin, then we will pull some of our own chat. If someone is available from chat. And if someone's not, then I'll cry. So, if anyone is available in chat, just please let me know, and just comment in the LFG section of the Discord would be like the most preferable way to let me know. Or comment in chat, and in the LFG section would probably be best, actually. And let me know, because we do need someone to play in on France, and if no one is available, I guess I will just play on France, but that's... I think that's generally... Well, actually, we will actually do a poll, because you guys seem to not like it when I'm playing the countries, so... if no sub... what do... Generalist plays... Wait longer is another one. Wait another 5 minutes, maybe. Or we swap to single player. Something like this, dear viewers. Because we're not sure exactly what is going on with Java. I think his internet just cut out or something, but he's not back in 5 minutes. Then most people's computers will boot in under 5 minutes, so we'll have to assume the worst. He's departed his mortal coil. Something like this. Hey Nike's fan, how's it going? Why did your chat just pop up above it? How's it going though? It's been a while. How are the kids? I always like if, yeah, or I don't know if it's, you said there was just one or something like this. But now you left the game. Okay, so he's in the game before, so what's going on? Because he's out of the VoIP. But that means his computer's on and he's just not communicating. I'm not a fan of this. Okay. Alright, well, no one's coming into sub, and I'm kind of thinking that he's... Let's actually... Hey, so, Java just left the game, which he hadn't left before, which I'm not sure what that implies in terms of, like, what's going on with his computer. Or if that just happens after a couple minutes. But it's looking like if we can't find someone to sub from chat in the next minute and a half, I'm going to be playing France with you guys instead.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. So, all right. And then I'll get 1 second to talk to Nike's fan. Going good. Stepped away from the game a bit when the beta came out. Trying to get back. It's so different now. Yeah, the local prices just completely turned the economics on its head. This is by far the most substantive update in terms of like changing the metagame, and it's like not even close. Like 1.3 is like, oh, we need to pass laws differently and like think about revs differently, and like, but overall it wasn't that big adjustment. This is a very significant adjustment. Alright, it's looking like no one from chat. So, we're gonna swap to me playing then. I really don't want to. Alright, but we're gonna do it. So, this means I'm probably not gonna be talking with chat as much, because I'm gonna be trying to focus on, you know, maximizing score. And, alright, we're gonna get in there, I suppose. So, let's get into the VoIP and get ready to unpause. Hey guys. So I'm gonna be taking over France here. Alright. Are we supposed to accept the alliance from Russia? I assume yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, General, it's like a weird thing happened when we had that really long freeze in January. I lost all my trade routes.
You lost all your trade routes?
Yeah, like I sent a.
Did.
We finally were able to build up relations with France to Cordial after all this time, and then he sent me the Joint Customs Union, and that's when the game freezed. And when it unfroze, I wasn't in the Customs Union. I lost all my trade routes, and all my radicals were like 900k because of the drop in senator.
Dude, that sucks. That's not ideal. I can't add war goals in this in this play that I'm a leader of, which doesn't make sense to me, but... Oh, no, wait, it's because it's past the timer? Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Never mind, just kidding. Makes perfect sense. The truth hurts. How did he get these armies to move over here? I guess they're... well prepped.
Do you have steel yet?
I have no idea. I haven't even looked at anything. Let's take a look. I have one steel mill. Another one coming on up. Probably gonna push stuff in the Rhine, because they have better mapping. From that. What is the long-term? Is there a long-term plan here, or is it just kind of...
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about long term.
Okay.
No, we don't have a plan.
Plans, what are those?
The plan was working really well to curb UK on their Qing play, and they dropped like 10 mil GDP.
Yeah, but they're gonna recover. Because they drop the GDP, but not in a permanent way, right? Because when their convoys come back, their trade routes come back, and their buildings recover profitability.
Yeah, you can see in their chart how they dropped, and then they kind of like have come back a little bit.
Yeah.
But France was doing a really good job just raiding their convoys. I mean, Russia.
Yeah, the convoy rating is like really strong.
I mean, I do have a plan to take over Qing, like cut them away a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, so we have like 2 hours left, but taking Qing provinces right at the very end is like definitely a strong one if we can.
I mean, you do have the best army.
Do have the best army.
No, France does.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, yeah. I am France.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that we have to worry about Team 3, actually, quite a bit here. Because Team 3 is currently, like, kind of leading the pack in terms of what's going on. And as painful as it is, what are you guys thinking about maybe trying to play nice with the UK now?
I mean, I'm all for it. We were trying to grab Portugal underneath him while he was stuck in the GB war, and that worked out.
Yeah.
How you feel about the culture and how the...
Yeah, I mean,
I don't really care about.
I definitely think it was good. I just, in terms of us improving our overall score, we're allowed to attack Team 3. They're not allowed to attack us, right?
Yeah.
Or they can, but they would be breaking their agreement. And so, what we can do
I mean,
is...
Britain doesn't. You could attack the lowlands. You could annex them later. But Belgium, Britain might intervene.
Yeah.
But something like Sardinia and Switzerland are easy grabs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm currently moving in on South Africa, which is going to have the gold. If the gold will appear in time for the end of the game. Also swapping a bunch of PMs.
Ooh. Right.
Actually, I hope the UK declares we missed this. Damn it. I need to join a war that the UK starts to get rid of these war reps. What do we use this on? Is everyone holding in?
I think I'm gonna get the Jing, cock them over a little bit.
You go after Qing right now?
Okay. Maybe, I don't know. Denmark back down. Yeah, I'm going in. I mean, I don't really have anything to lose.
No, as long as you might get... the UK might join. Here, let me make sure I have an interest in South China, North South China.
Yeah.
If I was the UK, I would want to join.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have in Manchuria? Because I am gonna start in Manchuria.
Oh yeah, let me check.
Manchuria.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, great.
So if the UK joins, we can join alongside them. What's the best way to bust up the US and Japan? And well, they're also spread out. I don't think we need to improve relations here.
can't really do anything to the US.
We can't interfere with the formation of the North German Fed, unfortunately, right? That's the agreement.
No.
But we can
Okay,
fight
going.
the US and Japan. But they're in the same customs union, so if we just convoy right in between with the UK's help, we should actually crash.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in for China now, but if Great Britain sides with them and they don't really add any war goals that are important, I'm probably gonna back down.
Java might be back.
There's no point. I don't know. Well, let's see.
Yeah. I think,
Can I pause for 2 seconds?
are you against, okay.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Something like that. Also really want to get rid of these war reps, they're so painful. UK is never gonna go for just like getting rid of the war reps. Really missed out on the opportunity to do this, although didn't have a thing. Because if we fight them at all, we get rid of paying the war reps. So, yep, that's the problem.
They might back down. I don't know. They're worried. But probably not.
They might. I don't think I can. Oh, I don't even think I can support you because I don't have a. I have a truce. Oh no, wait, don't have a truce. Where are you going after? You're going for Outer Manchuria.
Yeah, I could call that.
I'm thinking what. Oh, I wish you didn't use your maneuvers like that. Because I was thinking I wanted Fujian.
No, I have 85. I don't care. I have 85 more. Wait, what you want? What do you want?
Here, let me think. I think Fujian is the best way to grow GDP here. But, like, Beijing's gonna be... Well, so Fujian and then taking Jiangxi. But I can't take both.
Yeah, Beijing has the city. Forbidden city. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if you took Beijing, you would have the Forbidden City.
Can you sway me for Shandong?
You can ask for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Shandong. Wait, Shandong or Shenzhou? Which one?
Shandong has the most GDP.
Okay. Yeah. Should have actually done this later, before 75, because Great Britain are base side with them.
That's if they side with them, we'll just have to figure that out. Also,
Yeah.
I think they don't want to side. It would not make too much sense for them to.
They're still at 4 million. Yeah, they probably should. They're 4 million in debt still.
Yeah, but it also voids the war reparations.
Yeah.
So. They also probably have negative enough relations that they might not even be able to with Great Qing.
Let's see.
So.
No, it's -9. Very good.
So 40, so that's 20.
Yeah, okay, they're down to the side. I could add something more. Maybe I could get like. I would like to take Beijing if that's not too much in for me. I can't take it.
It's probably fine.
Because
Because we only go another hour and 45 minutes, so like, and you just have to stay under 100, and you don't even need to stay after 100 at the very end, so.
So do GDP gains only count if you annex them, or does it have to be?
It doesn't count subjects. Subjects give you money, and you can use that for construction. I'm gonna see if Team 2 might be on board with some, like, at the very end, declaring war on Team 3. If you guys are okay with that, does that sound like a plan you guys are interested in?
Sure, I don't have a border with them, I think.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hello, friends, allies, comrades. Hopefully that last war was not too much of a problem. Well, what do you guys think of in about an hour and 15 minutes declaring on either Japan or USA and destroying their
like
convoy?
your team and our team, you mean?
Yeah, just 6v3, destroying their convoys in the last like 30 minutes.
I mean,
We'd be down to help you as long as the game doesn't devolve into like a scramble to conquer Qing provinces.
Well, I mean, is that
you can take. I mean, you already have the one province or whatever. But like, we can agree not to take provinces from Qing.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have a truce with them for 5 years. I don't know if the game's not gonna go another 5 years. I can't take more from Qing. That's all I can take.
What do you guys think? I mean, we do need to stop the team from just.
Because right now their team's like way out in front, right? So.
I agree.
And you know,
I think it's a nice idea.
You like it? Okay.
At least North Germany not gonna form.
Yeah. Well, I must admit we have an agreement to let North Germany form, so we can't do anything about that.
Well, but they messed up the Denmark.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I backed down, so he didn't made Schleswig primary.
I see. Alright, so we're on board. Thank you. Okay, they're on board.
Great.
Should be good.
What
for
are they
us.
on board with?
In the last 30 minutes, we're in a 6v3. We have to declare on either USA or, I think we have to declare on USA or Japan and not on Prussia, because declaring on Prussia kind of feels like violating the agreement. I'm not sure if it like is, but it kind of feels like it. So.
Okay, well, I'm gonna declare on Cuba right now then.
Okay.
Instead.
Yeah, we still have some time.
I'm not good on the Qing front. I mean, group state.
I have a 62 stack that's almost there. That's recruiting up to being like an 80 stack, and then I sent another stack.
Yeah, okay, that can make it.
I don't really like how a lot of these armies are
You immediately made it.
set up, so.
Yeah. I haven't got stock Friday. We're kind of winning.
I think we're in okay shape. They're like pretty far out in front though, but I think we're in okay shape because the convoy rating works.
Oh yeah, rate convoys.
Yeah.
If you rate the convoys, especially in the south, that's where all the silk goes to Great Britain. So we could still like make them suffer a little bit.
Oh, are they actually exporting? I don't necessarily
yeah,
like want to make them suffer as much as possible, but that's.
I mean, they wouldn't notice. I don't think they will. Yeah,
That's
they still
true.
export silk.
Well, I have convoy raiders on both of my things, so a convoy raider and
They
an
still have
interceptor.
Still like 1,000 units of silk.
Yeah.
So
And I think that, yeah, I'll be able to take free stat after this. It's unfortunate I couldn't enforce before this war broke out. Alright, we're gonna need to build a little bit more government admins.
The silk price is going up a little bit. Okay, I need silk. I need a lot of silk. Ah! Okay, my textile is a bit less. Okay, are we pushing in? They actually pushed in.
Oh no. Both the company slots are locked in on bad companies. Terrible.
Yeah, me too. I don't have any company. Okay, maybe.
You're taking
They
Punjab,
do
nice.
They only have war reparations as a war goal, so they can kinda bring war support for me.
I mean, it's not looking too good on the front. They are pushing
Yeah.
in. Do I need to mobilize more troops? I don't think I do here. I already have a lot of conscripts
Should
there.
I just rack up infamy right now then?
Well, yeah, considering we have a 6v3 agreement, go nuts. Well, actually, you can't take Qing provinces. Don't take Qing provinces. Anything but that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at like Central, South America.
No, yeah, because
sure.
our agreement was kind of like we don't take any more Qing provinces, so we can't take any more Qing provinces. But you're playing. What country are you? You're playing Spain, right?
Yeah.
What's the best?
I'm just gonna go for Cuba right now since I can annex them.
Okay. Yeah, just don't protectorate anyone. Just take provinces.
Also, don't put missiles in Cuba.
I'll put an interest in Cuba, or make sure I have an interest down there. Or I already do. Okay, cool. Because Haiti. Yeah, the truth hurts.
Yeah, they're capitulating a bit faster.
It's probably not efficient.
Um.
I think we're in okay shape here.
Sad that the game only lasts like an hour more because I have my king is a market liberal and my heir is a reformer. Great Russia. Wonderful.
Yeah, you know you can get him as the IG leader if you...
I know.
Okay.
I tried to do it. But I tried. The exile didn't really work. I retired all the generals as well. That's fine.
You have to get him married.
know.
Okay.
No, you can't. He has to be more than 36 years old. For some reason. I don't know.
He has to be popular, and the way you do that is by getting him married.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No, secret marriage. Any country has enacted monarchy, all of these. Age is greater than 36.
A what?
He's 22. Age is greater than 36.
That's new.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember that. So maybe you couldn't have done it. Alright.
I did it, just I got unlucky with the exile.
Yeah. Do I have a bunch of trade agreements with you guys or something? I could export to Bengal.
I have a trade agreement with him.
Okay.
Something like that. There's the Bengalians up to... Damn. Textile mills in India are pretty good, because you have all the silk and dye produced locally.
Yeah, they are. I'm exporting iron to Team 2. So if they want to add construction, it's going to make my goods more expensive.
I really need iron. But
I can't export it to you profitably. Oh, are you Spain? No, you're Russia, right?
I'm importing it from you already.
Alright. I mean, I don't mind exporting it to you guys. It's gonna make my stuff more expensive temporarily, but it's fine.
Oh, okay, now we're pushing it. Yeah, now we're pushing.
Yeah. I think I have a landing coming in there, too. I didn't want to over-mobilize. The landing's getting in, especially because I conscripted. So we'd have a better ratio of cannons on these armies.
I mean, my army isn't really modern. It's not really modernized.
Yeah.
But it is big. It's big. And that's really...
Yeah, you have a lot more troops on the front than I do.
It took them like 100 days to travel here.
Team 2 is getting Punjab. Oh, it hurts. It's gonna be so much GDP.
What? Wait. Team... Oh, damn.
Yeah, there's nothing to be done about that, though.
Oh, Punjab. 10 million. Damn. It's 7 million, but it does have the agricultural modifier.
Yeah, they won't be able to make use of anything, but it's just 7 million worth of sub farms. Which is...
At the start of the game, the Sikh Empire, they do have a better military than India.
Yeah, they do.
India, they do.
It's also really hard to push, because it's like everyone has infantry. So
Yeah.
if they have infantry and you have infantry, it's like, you can't really push that easy.
Yeah. I mean, it is India. You just have a lot of men. Islamic.
Yeah. Oh, I really want to get the Industrialists up to... I thought they nerfed the 10% state construction efficiency bonus. Obscene. They didn't.
Yeah. Wonderful.
God, there's not enough time to... We're going so slow, there's not enough time to do so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be worth it to add any universities.
Can we go to 4-speed?
No, because Duluth keeps going. The Bengali player keeps going to he keeps getting stuck. So if we went to speed 4, it'd be progressing at the exact same rate anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's not the problem that it's speed 3; it's that it's hitching all the time, right? So we would just lose him more often, and we'd desync more.
I gotcha.
Looks like this landing's not gonna work, but it is provoking them to like have a bunch of troops down here, and they've like kind of abandoned this front. I think the landing doesn't work.
Landing on the Ching is quite hard, especially as Britain in the early game. Because they do stack a lot of bodies in there, just.
Yeah.
For some reason, sometimes they just the fleet goes out, the fleet comes back in, and you have to fight it infinitely.
Yeah, well, like, once it recruits up half the way, it can do that, but, like, if you have a one-size fleet, you can just keep doing it.
Yeah.
I was really surprised to see you guys not draft Xing. I think Xing would have been a lot stronger, but I understand why you didn't, because didn't want the headache of playing.
Exactly.
Maybe we want another one or something.
Okay, I'm pushing.
I think every team didn't want to be the punching bag.
Yeah, I mean, every time I am like, man, it's just like Xing's the perfect pick right here. Can't wait to see the teams pick Xing, and then no one picks Xing, and I'm just like,
Well, if you want GDP, then.
Yeah.
I mean, kinda. Picking Qing would be just a lot of GDP by the start of the game.
Yeah, you also need a little bit of time. Like, this is not going to go as many years as we would have liked here.
It's no.
So.
The fuck happened in Canada? Ah. Okay. What the hell? Is the... Ah,
What do you mean?
okay. No, the Brits attacked the Columbia district. I think, yeah.
Just a little bit of annex.
That's called... no, it's increased autonomy. Wait, yeah.
Decreased autonomy,
annex.
yeah. Or...
Well, it has called...
No, they're annexing. It's
Yeah.
Columbia district that's trying to. That's their war goal.
Yeah, increase autonomy.
That's the code.
Maybe we can push this faster if I recruit some more offensive generals. I didn't want to have too many going in.
Invade like outer Manchuria because that's a war goal. Go invade outer Manchuria. There's probably nobody there.
They'll just move all the guys. They can do that though.
Oh no. Actually.
I don't think this naval invasion's getting in, so...
Well, actually, even if they move all the guys there, if you
yeah, that's fine too.
It's Beijing is not a war goal. If you occupy like a tiny part of outer Manchuria, then you get a war goal. Still, so.
Well, if we get Beijing, then we will get it as well. Is this guy on the front? Oh, Jesus.
Now that I think about it, I probably should have chosen Qing. Even though I lose the Opium Wars, I still could have a lot of GDP, and Russia is more like your GDP starts to grow in the later part of the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the Russia pick was fine. I think Qing over Spain, but like Qing's a huge headache to play.
Yeah, but still GDP. I'm building a bunch of farms. Oh yeah, they're moving everybody. Oh, you actually get the land battle.
Oh, maybe I'll get in here. But yeah, also the AI just like shuffles everyone around kind of somewhat randomly looking in a way that's like probably not good.
Yeah. Alright, you'll get some progress.
Try and have a big buffer in terms of how much money you have going into ooh, actually we have to improve relations with... Does anyone have okay relations with team here? I gotta talk to team 2.
To take over soon, I think.
Do any of you guys have good relations with like some of our alliance bloc?
I have cautious, neutral with you, and amicable with Russia.
Okay. Are you guys good with... Is everyone good with Spain?
No.
Can you try and improve relations with Spain so that if Spain's the war leader, you guys can all join the war? We might have to declare multiple wars, but you know what I'm saying?
Sure, what's the region?
Huh?
What region should we have to assume?
We're gonna declare on both USA and Japan, but we have to put in enough war goals that they can't just back down. And the whole idea is mainly just convoy raiding, not actually enforcing.
Okay, but like which region? Or is this the war gonna start in?
One's gonna start in Japan, and I suppose one's gonna start in, I guess, New England.
Okay, sure.
So, wait, why? I have neutral relations with Spain.
Then you can join their wars, but like, UK can't join a war I start, for example.
Okay.
But I can join a war Spain starts, and UK can join a war that Spain starts, but I'm just making sure that we, like, can join wars. Alright. Okay, so we are, I told them to all make sure they have good relations with Spain, because UK is not going to have good relations with me at any point in time.
Ah, okay, I'm gonna improve.
So that they can join your wars. And we're going to declare 2 wars. We're going to declare one on the USA and one on Japan.
Okay.
And we're going to do it in about 55 minutes. So This is probably the second to last war we can do. The one in Great Qing here. Is that landing getting in? It's almost in.
I got into Outer Nigeria, and that's war also. Less war support.
Oh, but we have to take... We have to land the capital because we got to take Shandong. Or we have to push the capital.
Oh yeah. I might go. I'm gonna try myself to naval in London, Shandong. Or if you do have a better navy than me. So
I do.
if you can use the second navy. The second navy.
No, yeah.
Once.
I didn't want to have to mobilize another army, but I think I probably should.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the second age. Strategic object. Beijing.
It's gonna take 3 months, so it's gonna be a while. I probably shouldn't have tried to greet it. I just didn't want to be paying all the mobilization stuff.
Well, I'm in Beijing basically. I'm basically in Beijing, so.
Yeah, that's the one to land. Oh, nice.
If I get to Beijing, I'm gonna go to Shanghai next.
I got the doubled bonus on my Industrialists. Fantastic. 20% state construction efficiency is so obscene.
Oh, come on! I have a 65% chance of passing freedom of Carthage. Once, and it didn't pass. Again.
The truth hurts.
Okay, I'm gonna win.
I guess maybe I'm supposed to have more of these.
These are definitely gonna be nice borders when we finish the war.
With the Shandong just randomly taken.
I know. Okay, I'm heading towards Shanghai. Almost there. Could have probably taken more warlords.
Yeah, probably should have, but that's
okay,
fine.
you're in the Himalayas.
Yeah, that's not a fan of the way our armies have pushed here. I have Beijing as the strategic objective.
I'm going to Shandong.
So, taking Shandong also would have been okay, but it is what it is. Getting construction bonus on some of these, so going to be leaning into that.
God damn it.
It's like they want to take every single state but Beijing. This is terrible. Maybe we won't even have time for another war.
Probably.
Still probably want to try and sneak one in.
Okay, Jesus. Okay. We might get into Beijing.
One day.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get into Beijing.
I mean, they're decaying pretty fast, right? They're not even decaying that fast. They're almost... Well, I guess... In terms of population, they're not even that occupied.
Yeah.
Our armies managed to just avoid every population center.
Probably.
Make sure you have an interest in New England and Japan going into when we're going to be declaring these wars.
Didn't have one in England, which is good. Okay, this is amazing. This is just one big front line. I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see just a line extending to Beijing, but I guess taking Yunnan's more important.
Yeah.
I have it as the strategic objective too. I don't know.
Yeah. This is gonna take like 3 years to get to Beijing.
I have a landing force coming for Beijing as well.
That's not really useful.
Yeah, well, it took a while.
Maybe you should even get that out of there, because if you keep it in, they'll have... We can't like attack Beijing because they'll have a lot of troops there. No, they actually got a lot of them out right now.
I think they have most of the guys assigned to France.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if there's, we don't mind if they're assigned in Beijing. We'll see how the battles are going. I mean, 50 on 14, I think we'll just take these.
Yeah. Now we're almost in Beijing. Almost there.
Trying to arbitrage a little bit before the game ends. How are we doing? Not so good. Oh, I guess we don't want to start a war because we want... I really want to take Orania though. I mean, how much GDP is this even? 1 million?
I'm gonna be
I guess
away for like... I'm gonna be away for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
So...
Yep. I understand.
Alright, did you say hold off on starting another war?
I think are you Spain?
Yeah, I just finished annexing Cuba, so... Just got that.
Yeah, I think you hold off. Because you're gonna have to start the war.
What am I starting it for?
You're not starting it yet, but you're gonna start one of the wars for like release New England. I think we'll have you do that, and then we'll have someone else declare on Japan. I'll join your release New England war. And then we'll get one of them to join that, and then we'll see about them starting a war that with a player that Russia could join. I guess we'll organize. I'll talk about that with them now. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, so the plan is we're gonna have Spain start a war to release New England. And then you guys, we want one of you guys to join that war, and then one of you guys start a war on Japan. You can go for a state or whatever, or go for a ton of states because you don't want them to just back down. And then two of you guys will join that, and our Russia player will also join. So whoever starts the war needs to have good relations with Russia, or good enough so that Russia can join.
Yeah, okay. I can. India can deal with Japan, and then I guess start
That makes sense. Okay, so India can dow Japan, and then just put like, we don't care what the war goals are because the plan is to not enforce any capturing of states, if that's okay with you guys. And we'll just
Yeah, sure.
liberate New England and focus mainly on just destroying the convoys between the two.
Well, Japan is American market, so they're gonna die.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And they joined the American market recently, so they can't leave. So that's gonna ruin them. That's the idea.
They can't leave?
You can't leave for 5 years. I don't think it's been 5 years. Maybe it's been 5 years, but the game hasn't been going 5 years, so I think they are gonna get stuck. So that's the game plan on that. All right. Okay, I'm back. So the plan is Bengal is going to declare on Japan. We're gonna have Spain declare on USA. And we are gonna mainly be interested in convoy raiding, so I think we might even want more frigates and man-o-wars in this type of stuff. Reorganize this stuff.
Generalist.
Yes.
Try to occupy.
Huh?
Oh no, nothing anymore.
Okay.
Before it occupied the, check down and stuff, so the war support couldn't go below 0.
Yep. We got Beijing, so.
I just wanted to do that. So, be right back.
In the last 10 minutes, by the way, just build as many construction sectors as you can to boost the GDP.
Does that actually give you GDP?
Yeah, because it raises the prices of all your construction goods.
What about like, what's your opinion on like agriculture? Would that increase GDP?
Kind of. Not a lot, like in a 10-minute span. It's because you can't force up the price of the agriculture. You can force up the price of the construction goods. It's one of the reasons I'm also trying to export iron and wood to other people so that they can't do that at the end.
Guys, what do we... when do we start this shit?
We're gonna start it pretty soon. I want to be able to declare on Orania and actually annex them, but probably as soon as this China war finishes, which is gonna be well. Actually, we had told them we were gonna start 30 minutes before the end, which is actually.
Well, I'm here. I'm them. So.
Oh, so.
It's not 40... like I'm the third company saying, "Are you gonna ruin us?"
In 40 minutes, I was thinking. Actually, I thought.
Why you released Corsica, man?
Huh? I didn't do it. You'll have to talk to Java about that one. I don't know what that was about.
He released Corsica for rules. Guess we had insisting players.
Actually, if we might have time for another war if it's in 40 minutes. Did you guys want to do it earlier and like really kneecap them and release New England? Like actually enforce? I don't know if we can enforce on the USA.
I don't know. They just sent me as Austrian player because I don't have fleets to participate in this shit. And like.
Right.
They
yeah.
send me little great PCs and.
In exactly 40 minutes, let's declare.
In exactly 40 minutes, okay. I will send the message back.
Okay. Okay, so that means actually Spain, you can start another war.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna try to annex Philippines for 2 mil GDP.
Yeah, that sounds good. Someone wants an updated score count. I guess we could do an updated score, so... France was at 33 last checkpoint, now they're at 38.3. Russia was at 36.6 last checkpoint, now they are at 40.5. Spain was at 8.7, and now you're at 12.4. Hey, let's go. UK was at 26 last checkpoint. They should be way higher now. They're at 42.9. So they're actually doing really hot, to be honest. There's not much we can do about it because we have a truce with them.
How much GDP gain did you get?
Qing's, UK's up to 42.9, and Bengal's huge come up from taking Punjab, which wasn't something we could do anything about. They're up to 70.9, up from like 50. And then Austria is at 25, from 22. Prussia is up to 17 from 14.6. USA is up to no good. They're up to 27 from 23. Wow, they've barely come up at all, and we're about to try and kneecap them. I mean, it's going to improve our overall score, but like, that's grim. And Japan's up 1.6 million from their previous.
Yeah. Hello. Back.
So actually, if anything, we should go after Team 2, but we can't because we have truces. So this is probably going to be a W for them, and we're playing for second. Rough. Actually, you know, we could maybe embargo them at the last second.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello. So you could probably enforce or put in the war goal. In 40 minutes, we're going to declare on Team 2, but it's looking like Team 1 is going to... Or sorry, we can declare on Team 3, but it's looking like Team 2 is going to win this session. I mean, we're about to... Well, to be fair, we're about to acquire a ton of GDP right here.
Oh, damn, look at my borders. That's so nice. Like them. Beautiful. Oh, that was 4 million GDP. How much is Shenmue? Oh, damn, Shenmue is quite a lot of GDP. Oh, 5 million. I got about 4.
To be fair, the GDP update doesn't include what we just gained. So, like... Yeah, doesn't include our gains, which is nice. Big sneaky. So we're gonna just fight for a very solid second place, hopefully.
Not bad.
No,
So it's gonna be. I haven't played this since before the big patch update, so there's a lot of new things going on here.
Yeah, I'm so miffed that my companies are locked. I can't change my companies.
I don't even have companies available.
Yeah, me either.
Well, I mean, one of the big ups for
Yo, what the fuck? Why the heck is this a company for Russia? Vodka Monopoly. That's the company name.
Yep,
Vodka
they're the
Monopoly.
only ones who can use that one.
Fantastic.
As
New
was
Russia
foretold.
I bet Britain has Irish potato plantations available as well.
I think they do. They have rye farms or whatever.
Also. Nice.
Make sure you remember to swap PMs to better ones on the Qing states.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of hard for me at least because well, if they don't have textiles, then yeah. But,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't. They're on the best ones. I think.
Yeah. It's not looking too good for us in terms of the scores, though. They really have a lot.
I think.
I think maybe I'm gonna get my navies in place.
No, look at Great Britain's GDP. They're a million behind me.
Russia, if you don't have a really big, like, if you're not going to need your navy, you should just put them in place, maybe. Actually, maybe that's a little spooky. Put them slightly out of place, I guess.
I'm gonna... Oh, wait. Which countries are on the team that we're gonna attack?
So, Spain is going to attack,
Philippines.
Okay. I'm gonna station my navy near the US and Japan. So
Yeah.
I can instantly ready.
or somewhat close to them, yeah.
Because
yeah.
I have an entire fleet dedicated to convoy raiding. So yeah. Where does the US have the most raiders?
Yeah, so you are going to be joining... Actually, I suppose you could join both the wars. Actually, we should probably all join both the wars, if we can. But Spain's going to be declaring on the USA, and Bengal's going to be declaring on Japan, and then we could join both, I think. So, let's actually...
Oh, what the f... Damn. Ah, out of... Okay, the Manchurian lands have a lot of people. I have 9 million radicals.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You're fine.
Okay. I know. I thought about puppeting Persia, but no. I would go in over 100 infantry. Not a good idea. How the fuck? My heir's age is -1 years old. Look at my heir. His age
-1?
is -1.
What a base.
Is that...
He hasn't been born yet. He's in the womb.
His face is just terrible.
He said, it says, Nikolai was born on 8th of September, 1843. It's 1842, what the fuck? I also can try
The truth
the...
is...
Man, fantastic.
We'll try and get some people in the customs union last minute. Boost the GDP.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, actually, I'm going to join both the wars, and the UK player probably should do the same, or any player with a big navy. That way we can, you know what I mean?
India has 1 ship.
Yeah, India's declaring the war, though, right? Because I'm improving relations with India. I can't join a UK war. But I'm saying the UK should join both the wars, or anyone with a lot of boats. We're gonna have Russia and France join both the wars.
Well, you join one war, I join the other, but we don't join the same.
No, but if we... I mean, I'm fine with that, too. That just means you will only be able to raid Japan then. Which is fine. But that's gonna affect where I'm gonna put all my fleets. Okay, we could do it like that. Just make sure you have a ton of convoys on, or you have a ton of navy on the Japan one, because most of our navy is going to be on the... Well, we're going to have Russia in on Japan as well. So, however you want to divide that up. We need more against US anyways. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm back. I think if I join the war on the side of the UK, it also gets rid of the negative war reps, which will be nice.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're in debt.
Me?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
No, 4 million. Not too much.
That's fine.
That's
I have a credit line of 16 million. The first 16 million are free. So.
Britain is still in debt. Though only like 83k.
It's probably intentional.
I would like to take on your debt, but I can't.
No.
I
Don't do
could,
that.
because I have like about 5 million in the gold reserves on low taxation.
Oh, USA is starting to play on Texas. We could maybe join that. Am I the only one with an interest there?
I have an interest there.
Me too.
Okay, let me talk to the other team. So USA just started to play on Texas. So if we wanted to rumble early, actually, if we could sway to release for Mexico, if we wanted to rumble early, this is an option. Just letting you guys. Do you guys have an interest in that region or no?
I have an interest everywhere, yeah.
So we could do this now and then release. Actually release like New England and try and sway in for release New England, release the other stuff. If that makes sense. Do you guys want to do that?
Yeah, sure. I go in now.
Okay.
On the US,
as long as we can get good war goals for release. So I'm gonna liberate New Africa. All right, and so let's get in there. All right, I'm gonna go back to my team. Or we might just want to join the all of the same VoIP. All right, so we're joining in. Try and sway in for release stuff if you can.
Swayed in. I could only get in with an obligation, but
I can't get in with any of them, so I just joined.
Okay.
Okay, Japan's job.
Yep.
Should I mobilize? Is there a point? I'm probably only gonna do convoy, I think. I might naval invade, even though I have trash units. It's just gonna keep troops away.
I mean, they have to defend multiple HQs, so like you probably want to at least do a little bit of like bobbing and weaving.
Yeah.
Okay, we should probably all join the same VC though.
Yeah.
So let's all join theirs. Are you guys okay with us all being in the same VC?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, but how would we stop you if you're same DC?
Huh?
Austria and I don't have interest there.
We're not gonna start. We're gonna kneecap them now by liberating New Africa.
Yeah, why do you need Austria? They have 9 ships.
Although, and we can declare on, actually one person who's not in the war right now.
Me and Austria.
Okay. So we're gonna want to draw this war out kind of a long time, but super nice. This is super free for us because they can't put war goals in on us. Maybe this is a little bit too early though, but I think we can destroy their raid their convoys and just not accept any peace deal basically. I think is gonna be the way we want to play it.
Why are they like ahead right now?
Yeah, they're considerably
ahead of us. Are you doing calculations or?
Huh?
Are you doing like calculations?
I did an updated score before the Qing war ended.
Yeah, it's in the.
I can't see the Diplo chat. Yeah.
I've sent you the message, updated one.
Both of us have a score of 3.9x, and they had a score of 8.79. Actually, maybe one of us... Can one of you guys start a play against Japan? Or no, you can't because you're... Actually, can we? No, we can't because they're on the same side. Damn. Okay. Oh well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like me or Austria could start a play on Japan, and you guys could join in.
I don't know what the U.S. is planning on doing. Maybe they're just planning on capitulating here.
Yeah, it's not going to be good if they do that.
They haven't mobilized. Well, we liberate New Africa kind of for free, but then...
Oh, liberate New Africa. Oh yeah, that's good. Liberate New Africa.
That seems pretty substantive.
They still have slavery, so that would be bad to them.
Make sure you have...
If I was him, I'd fight this.
Huh?
If I was him, I'd fight this.
They have no conscripted up yet.
They might back down.
So...
Well, how's he gonna land their conscripts? It's useless. Like, why would you drop armies if you don't want to release shit?
Oh,
It just sends the
Egyptian
convoys.
Ottoman crisis.
They can mobilize 500 million people. They're not gonna win anything without ships. You know, it's like China. They have 2 million man standing army, but they can't send it all to Taiwan.
Well, I mean, the USA only has to enforce on Mexico.
Well, who cares? Guys, Oriental crisis. Aren't we gonna get involved in this?
No.
We have to do something. Oh no. Son of a bitch, dude.
The crisis is here. It's
Oh my god.
So why is Team 3 so high? Because percentage-wise, they didn't grow that much. And then in absolute, obviously, they didn't grow that much.
Why is Team 2 so far ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are far ahead. Just kidding. No, it's not you. We're fighting for second. I got confused. You're Team 2. They're not ahead. You guys are in the lead. We're, but we can't fight you. Because we have a truce. We can fight Team 3, though.
Two arms. I'm convoying immediately.
Yeah. As am I. I do have to deal with something else though, which is unfortunate. Do have to deal with a little bit of a problem.
Ah. On hand uprising.
I'm okay.
Cool. Small problem.
Do have to deal with that. So
Deal with that.
definitely got a few things going on here.
Yeah, we're gonna win.
69% push, nice. Oh, no one's on the Great Britain front?
Oh.
Is someone moving there?
You are.
Am I really?
Great Britain is sending the army of India there, I think. Oh, the army of India is kind of pointless for Great Britain, I guess.
You say that, but then they lose the jewel of their empire in the first 10 seconds of the game.
Ah, no. The only thing Britain has left of India is the army.
They have Ceylon.
What the fuck? Japanese strike force? They have like 102 line infantry. Whoa! Guys, we done for. Japan is moving in 102 line infantry to the front. Japanese strike force. What the fuck?
That should be fine for us. We have skirmish.
And they have no organized training.
And more importantly, I don't think they have any guns. I don't think they make guns in Japan. I think they make the guns in the USA.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're gonna be out of all shit because they have zero market access.
Oh, guns are expensive, yeah. They're not gonna do anything.
Yep.
Just believe this game gonna last another 2 years.
We'll see. We actually want this war to go on a really long time, so.
I mean, like, if I build a railway now, it's gonna take 30 weeks to finish, so like a bit over 2 years. Then it's gonna take time to fully stack up.
Yeah, we're in a little bit of a weird spot because I shouldn't give you eco advice because I'm ecoing against your team, right?
No, like, but the point, like, the funny thing I'm talking about, if I build shit right now, it's like takes like 800 construction, it takes 2 years to build, then it takes like a year to hire people, and like then it gets into economy.
So what does that imply we should do then?
So like you build shit, like last 3 years, if you build shit, it like doesn't work.
Or you only built stuff that costs 200 construction.
Yes, it's true. It's
Guys,
kinda silly.
You know, guns are expensive on the US market. Guns are expensive. I'm gonna go convoy raids. Exactly where all the gun trade routes are.
Perfect.
So now they don't.
I mean, you
now
could
they
also
don't
just
take
raid
more
the US coast.
But
I think we
no,
kind
they
of have
don't
that
really
locked
have it.
up.
I did. They don't really have any convoys there. But I'm gonna just take all the guns from the 102 Japanese strike force up their gun. But well,
Yep.
Oh,
Because
you guys
they're.
joined
I don't
the
think they.
USA war?
I
I
all
thought
the
you're
can.
gonna start
Yeah.
a new one.
Huh?
I thought you guys
Maybe.
gonna start a new war.
No, we're just all in on the USA one.
Ah.
We should have done 2 wars, but
Yeah.
I mean the other 2 people who are in this VC that are out of it can join on. They can declare on Japan just to raid the convoys, but they don't have a lot of boats. All the people with a lot of boats are in this war. Huh?
Well, Russia has 73 boats.
Russia's in here, isn't there?
I do.
Also,
Yeah,
Japan is dying already, so.
Yeah. We just have to not accept a peace deal. Don't land
I'm
the
also
District
ready.
of Columbia. And don't accept the peace deal.
Russia's in here.
Unless
Oh,
we
it's even
actually want to
bigger.
live New Africa, but
I mean,
the whole idea was destroying the convoys. At the last second here. Japan is fully landable. They got nobody there.
I mean, I do. Yeah, I have my navy there. I'm gonna land.
Yeah. We have 0 troops there, so you could just full occupy Japan. There aren't any war goals on Japan, unfortunately, so they can just capitulate out whenever they want, but you could just devastation them up while they're, like, trying to help out.
Yeah.
God, this is humiliating, fighting for 2nd place. Where are they raiding our convoys? Where are the US ships?
There are none.
What happened?
I propose next time adding like prestige, maybe like 10% or something. Like, not much, but something of prestige.
It's like a weird. So prestige is
You
like
get something from army.
the problem is prestige is like way easier to game than.
I mean, you can put salaries, but it's like rewarding your building navy and military. That's like
By the
was
way-
my goal here.
Yeah.
Actually, like another option could be like, you know, there is a stat military complication of your like military navy. Like this stat in some way, in some capacity.
Yeah. Just the problem is like I don't know. It just feels a lot more objective. I don't
Army
know.
power projection. Navy power projection.
You know, to
How
have
much
it
is
like be like
increase?
this.
Just like an ideas for the future.
I kinda destroyed a lot of their ships.
Yeah, I think they're just hiding their navy at home now, which is great for us because they're not convoy raiding us. The annoying thing to do would just be zipping around, just raiding us a lot. That'd be the
Question.
really annoying thing. Yeah.
Does anybody like the new naval system? Like, it's better than the old one.
I agree that it's better than the old one. I think there are some problems though.
Definitely, but it's
That's
still quite
the
way too hard for that
usual
naval.
paradox experience of we're gonna do iterative design by fixing it now a bit and then revisit it a year later and then fix it 2 years later.
Yeah.
Finally, it's gonna be great game years down the line.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, there are like
What-
2 mods or so, which really fixes the convoy raiding problems.
Yeah, like
So
you can fix the
you just
convoy
need
rating
like 2 or 3 mods, yeah, then it's fine.
Yeah. They even said that they were adjusting it, so oh, that's never gonna get finished.
as one great redditor said, what were they smoking with this new naval system?
What's a great redditor? What are those?
I have
But
put
they
inside
watch
Redditors
both of them.
ever. I don't trust them, right? Sorry.
Okay.
USA's. I'm gonna switch all my guys to defend before they get to, like before you get to DC. Switch all you guys to defense.
Yeah.
They can eventually just capitulate. They probably should just capitulate now, to be honest. But that's their problem. Capitulating now actually would be. Well, it just feels too bad, right? Just like living New Africa. As the USA player, you'll never want to do that. So. Just emotionally, it feels really bad, but I think it's the correct decision. That kind of sucks, though. Is the USA player a new? I'm gonna feel extra bad if they're kind of a newer player. Yeah, it's a first time.
Wait,
God
isn't-
damn it. I regret it all. I should have just chilled and ecoed.
Yeah, Africa gonna be.
I mean, this is what patch 1.1 looked like.
Oh, what do you mean?
Everybody. I mean, before 1.5, the
Yeah.
AI just kind of held up on you. This is what it felt like being a player.
What? I don't know if it was ever this bad.
Not like this, but kind of.
Yeah. Japan
Well,
strike
guys,
force.
It's kind of on them to not abolishing slavery, so the
Yeah.
slaves gonna get abolished by Europeans.
Alhamdulillah.
Get
I
their own
finally got rid of peasant levies. I now got national militia.
Very nice. I think peasant levies is better in the short term.
I still have serfdom.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting rid of that, my friend, in this timeline. In 45 minutes? Oh my god, I'm not even passing a law. Could
It's
get
spicing laws.
We need to navally invade, probably.
No. We want to bleed them out.
Yeah, actually. Well, the war no.
We have a lot of time to
Yeah.
enforce. I suppose we want to eventually enforce, but like us completely destroying their convoys
Yeah.
seems a little bit better. Content to kind of just push this and then eventually get the landing in.
I mean, we should just try to like kill their army right now. Like, don't advance. Just kill.
Yeah, I wish that's how that worked.
Yeah. I mean, they should probably capitulate right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what they should do. But that's such a hard decision to make. Like, you're just giving up New Africa. It feels really stupid.
No, I definitely have. The US definitely has a chance. Very fair, definitely. This is not.
They probably think they have a chance to hold on, but the problem is that Japan is going to get destroyed. Japan has no market access. It's 0. So Japan is just, like, completely wrecked.
I'm converting.
Yeah.
That's. Stores naval English. Oh, fine.
So, like, we could take a look
Well,
at Japan's
the
GDP.
thing is about this game, like this converting, they're gonna get penalties. Okay, they're like they're just increasing now, and then they're gonna start firing, and like I don't know. But it's probably like if we went in like 3 years, they're not gonna be back.
Yeah, but we don't end in 3 years. We end in
Like an
45 minutes.
unfortunate thing is they not gonna realize this probably because like the GDP didn't tank much yet, but like the lasting consequences gonna hit them hard. Like it's gonna continue to go down and faster.
I mean,
Yeah.
the war support for them.
Well, their
Yeah,
war
the
support won't go to below 0, which we're super okay with, I think. I think the last 15 minutes we try and enforce something like this.
Well, they're basically dead anyways. Look at the army. They only have 13 normal battalions.
Yeah. And Japan's can't get any organization going because they don't have the goods, right? Or I forget exactly how that works. If it caps their organization or if it actually just lowers the stats. Either way, it's like a wood chipper for them. Just gonna make sure all my guys are on the front. I hate guys unassigning from the fronts. It's terrible. They're not even trying to break out right now, though. Or like do anything cheeky. Like probably don't even need to keep an army defending. Like there's no army defending Japan. Probably look to land that after put down this Han uprising. Oh wait, now there's a 40 stack defending. They didn't have one before. Interesting. Well, it's not going to be able to do too much.
Well, I can't declare Brothers a war because he has too much defensive alliances.
I'm surprised Prussia didn't join.
He didn't have an interest. Well, I guess he could have declared on one of you guys. I thought he was going to do that as well.
Well, yeah, declare for this.
He's got a lot of tools. Surprised he isn't sending them out.
Did I GC?
We are stuck. Did you?
I see it says the host, the Jovis, has left.
House Slytherin. Are you House Slytherin?
Yeah.
Alright. Try leaving and then rejoining.
I'm not competitive.
The UK GDP graph is the wildest ride you've ever seen.
It is. You recovered really hard off that.
Well, it's like the
I wasn't a fan of that play. The siding against the UK.
Like the dump in GDP was because they raided convoys and like had no silk, so it didn't fire people. It just made buildings unprofitable and lose productivity. But he just like switched PMs and switched it back.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and like.
No, it's also.
I'm not sure if he was aware that he just would have lost the war because I was fully occupying like 2 little islands all the time. So.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that. Yep. Do I still owe you? Am I still paying you war reps? Even
yeah.
That's so
hopefully.
stupid. I wanted to join
I mean,
a war so that
it cost me a lot, though.
Have you
yeah,
seen
well,
the
I mean,
funny thing where I declared on UK and gave up to give him war reps because I didn't have tech to bankroll him.
Interesting. I wanted to, for the UK, I wanted to just join a play that you had started, but join against you.
Yeah, I know that. Therefore, I didn't declare anything, but you had an interest.
Yep, that makes sense. I noticed you declared in like Southeast Asia where I didn't have one. I was like, not ideal. So, I mean, maybe we should land sometime soon. Kind of do want to enforce, but don't want to let their convoys recover. Maybe we do it in like 10 minutes.
No.
Well, in 10 minutes we need to start it.
I'm getting connection to host timed out. Is it the same join-in ID?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's the same.
It says
then
you just
try
left.
to restart your game and then try to rejoin.
Because the hot fixing or the hot joining seems to be working. Yeah. Nobody click anything while he's trying to join, by the way.
I'm constantly clicking, sorry.
Yeah. Step away from the keyboard. I'm probably clicking stuff too, so I'm just gonna not touch anything.
Well, ADHD is real, so... Bro, I get, like, government petition from aristocrats, game started and it still hasn't expired.
Yeah, we did not get the furthest game in. I guess I could start responding. There we go, there's the join. I can start talking to the chat a little bit. I apologize, chat. I did not want to pick up this. Unpause whenever you're in house.
Damn. The Ottomans are winning.
The Ottomans are crushing it.
Yeah.
It's quite a trend for Ottomans to win the war and then not complete symmetry forms. Can't talk shit anyway.
Oh, very tricky.
Oh.
Nope.
Says you left.
I'm like stuck on the country selection screen.
Whoa.
It's not letting me join as Spain.
Alright, I'm gonna save and rehost then. There we go. We're gonna restart the client. Hello, guys. Sorry about this war. I just think it's the smartest. I just think it's the smartest decision. I actually do feel bad.
You're not sorry. Don't. That makes it worse that you're trying to pretend that you're sorry.
I definitely feel bad because it's also a player who hasn't played.
I see you smiling on stream. I see you smiling.
I'm watching the stream. It's not allowed.
I'm not. I just see. I have it just
or no
muted.
listing. You can have it muted. That's fine. But
yeah. I see the smiling.
I do think I think that at the point I took over, I think it's definitely best to play for second. Because the truce with the Team 2 is not going to be up before the end of the game.
Wait a second, mate. If he watches your stream muted, he can hear you in Discord, so he doesn't miss on anything.
Discord? I'm not in his... Not in his thing.
Well, I guess, yeah.
We're in our own separate PCs. How would he hear him through Discord?
Yeah.
I'm not even focusing on that. I have two screens. I'm just focused. I have two different screens. I'm
just trying to eco up.
My economy jumped up to 20 million.
Green on the left monitor, and him getting absolutely clapped on the right screen.
Correct.
The truth hurts sometimes.
Yeah, the Japanese economy jumped up almost 4 million GDP before someone started convoy raiding the Americas.
Hey, who could have
That's definitely not me. Definitely not me. Couldn't be me. Never.
Who could have been raiding the convoys? I don't know. That's wild.
Not me. Not me.
Raiding convoys would do such a thing.
Would be really shady if Austria right now declares on Japan and tries to land while Japan is fully devastated. And the USA is nowhere to help.
Well, you know, it might happen. Game's not over yet.
What time are we ending?
1:15, so 30 minutes.
Oh.
Where is it hosted? Right?
I put in the join.
If you are truly sorry, Generalist, we can just white peace.
No.
No, because Great Britain's involved.
So you're not truly sorry, huh?
I think I have a responsibility to my teammates to try and play in a way to maximize their score.
Well, yeah, their score. It doesn't mean ruin other people's score.
No, but it's a zero sum. It's zero sum.
No.
No, I made the scoring. It's zero sum. When you get less points, we get more points.
That's no.
That's exactly how that works.
You gotta prove you're better, alright? Come on. Gotta prove you're better.
How am I proving I'm better by getting second?
You're gonna get second anyway.
Huh?
Yeah, you are.
No, you guys... I think you guys were looking better.
Well,
I mean, we took some cheap province.
It's the game I did.
I put it in the... I put it in the...
Oh, not yet.
This is the ID.
And this is Generalist.
Yeah, basically. Here, post that in general for for the stream if the stream wants to check the Discord.
It is general. Beautiful.
I will send it in general.
If you feel bad, peace out.
For the chat who can't see it, it's USA. If you feel bad, can we white peace out? And then Generalist responding with the no, I don't think I will meme. Truth hurts. I'm sorry. I have a fiduciary responsibility. It reminds me of the time when Ford wanted to raise its the wages of its workers, and it got sued by its shareholders, and the shareholders won, and that there was a fiduciary responsibility to not pay their workers more.
Oh, what?
Welcome to capitalism, baby.
Generalist, if you were truly sorry, you would stop raiding convoys.
That's actually
If you were sorry, you would let me invade you.
You mean move my defensive army?
If you were sorry, you would liberate Occitania.
If you were sorry, you would liberate every single country you could from France.
Well, I'm liberating at least one country.
Yeah, he liberated Corsica.
Oh, I was talking about New Africa, but yeah.
New Africa isn't in France, though.
Huh?
You can liberate Corsica. They only provide 248 GDP.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I don't know what the idea was here. This bemuses me.
We have based flag, you know. So,
I found the name in the game.
Antonio Baldazzi.
It is a beautiful.
Also,
is everyone in?
How taking you so long to annex all those little? Oh, because it's like been 5 years since game start.
Yeah, it's really not been that long. It's been 7 years. Is everyone here? Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
I think to really like play a 3v3v3, we'll need to like have at least 6 to 9 hours of gameplay to have a true like strength.
In Slava left, nobody click anything. Try rejoining. In Slava.
Okay, Generalist, I want to point out that the Japanese fended off the French troops from Missouri.
For now. After, did you notice my 69 stack's not even on the front?
Nice.
Listen, we fended off the French troops, and we're putting that in the propaganda, and that's all that matters.
We proclaim victory as our people have access to nothing at home.
I'm feeding my troops crack chocolate, alright?
I would have joined. You know what the funny thing is? I would have joined the war, Generalist, but I had an interest in the West Coast. I didn't have an interest in where you had South Africa, so I didn't even see the diplomatic play.
Oof.
I couldn't even join the diplomatic play.
You're playing as Prussia, right?
Yeah.
You can always just declare on me now.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you could go for
Alsace. That's not how that works. I'm not just gonna dick on you during a war.
Come at me.
Why?
Why not?
He's got 70 troops at home. You could take that.
You know what? I could do that, but the wars. No, actually, I don't know.
Still
No,
going.
you're baiting me. I'm not doing that.
He still has to
You're baiting
reach
me.
the East Coast. He has to still reach my capital.
He still has to do that.
So go in on him, bro. Go in.
I think I won't. I'm better than
Come at
Generalist,
me,
so
bro.
I don't put war deck
True.
on people for no reason.
I mean, it's for us. It's not for no reason, mate. It's
Yeah,
like
release
is there
hostage.
a reason
Your
to play
allies.
it free? Like, is it a game
gonna
Victoria
do that.
if there is no war for lances?
Are you in Slava?
Yeah, my everything is crashed.
You know,
but yeah,
the sad
I mean,
part about this
You're
was
in
that
now?
the
Okay.
previous France
I'm gonna
was actually
unpause.
friendly with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The truth
the
hurts.
previous fronts would have done better, I think.
I'm not a fan of the UK business. The
The UK's boats are almost dead.
oof.
25% organization.
Damn.
All right,
This is
I
like
think-
when,
you
this
guys.
is like when Russia collapsed from the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union collapsed. And
I
it
did
was
not.
replaced by a more competent person.
Whoa. No.
Okay.
That Tsar has done nothing wrong.
Russia. Imagine if in World War II, when Germany invaded Poland, if the UK and France were just like, well, I'm not going to invade Germany for no reason.
You know what? That's pretty convincing. How
No,
many
but
people
they
in
did
the war?
win World War II, so it
Well,
worked
no, I
out. guys.
can't just join the war though, because I don't know. What's the war like? How
Should I
badly
maybe?
are we losing?
I could.
Not
need-
good,
I need-
TM.
I need-
Anyways, you guys should probably discuss the strategy in your
Okay.
own chat.
I want to just like promote it to everyone, give everyone like a good idea of what we're trying to do. That's like generally the best idea.
Or you
for-
can talk one strategy, bob and weave, execute another. Yeah, we're gonna
I
declare
think-
on France, declare on Austria instead.
exactly what you think I do, but I wouldn't.
I could naval invade. Should I?
Now, yeah, naval invade their
Okay.
capital, so we can try and enforce.
Sure. District of Columbia. There's nobody there. So
Yeah, I
that's
know,
just
so
bad.
it should be really easy. Japan's got a 40 stack with no generals. Ugh. Just
Yeah.
line infantry, but it is defending. I'm gonna land if they leave.
I'm also landing. The Americans seriously don't have a lot of convoys here. I mean, I'm thinking 16 convoys. I have 4 generals raiding convoys.
Yeah.
Quebec uprising. Ah. I wonder when that will happen.
Well, it's good for our team.
You're playing France. Quebec uprising.
France intensifies.
What's going on? Why Canada is so in flex? I don't understand what's going on. Who is in war with who? Hate each other.
The American continent looks beautiful.
Poor USA.
We can white peace if we want. No.
Wait, they have only 8
Oh,
brigades? Oh my
damn.
god.
No, we got the 1,000 convoys raided.
Is there a way to cancel war reps?
No.
Like if you wanted to? I didn't think so.
Ah. Wait, what the? The US invaded Great Britain. The US invaded Canada.
Based.
Fantastic.
TBH. What's this? Alright. They're going for it.
Ah. Should I side with you?
Yeah, so side with me.
Could I get a state? Maybe Silesia?
Yeah, it's just ask for it on the sway in.
Okay. I'm gonna mobilize a bunch of battalions. I'm gonna tell you. I want Silesia.
Okay, just reverse sway it so that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't yet.
No, not yet. No, Silesia has a lot of resources.
It does.
And GDP.
It should,
That's
yeah.
good. Oh, 4 million GDP. That's good.
Yep. This is how we get second place, baby. No mercy.
Oh my god, Silesia is 35 million.
I still
It
can't
doesn't
declare
matter. No one's gonna have time to punish.
hegemony because I have no nationalism. Oh my god.
Sweden side is Russian.
Imagine making South German constellation. Not in this timeline.
Anyone else who wants to, you know, carve up a piece, feel free.
From Russia?
We would join if we can, but we just have no interest.
Yeah, but like my only border with them is Silesia, so there's like no other option.
Yeah.
I mean, friends, I'm kinda relying on you.
For what?
I don't have good units. You pushing in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might do it.
I mean, I'm bringing some troops back.
Yeah, my units are kinda trash. 1,512 enemy convoy sunk. Pretty good. They pushed back a little bit. But... yeah. Oh, I got their capital. I have Washington DC. So we're gonna win. Yeah.
Yep, so we're gonna enforce, and then we're gonna get to raid Prussia now.
Yeah. I'm gonna build my navy home.
Plan's working perfectly. As intended. UK, you can reverse sway into this. You want a little West Prussia?
You want a little
No,
West
I would rather like oppose you, but I can't yet, so...
Pomerania would be perfect. God damn it.
That sucks, I would have rather had Belgian provinces. I already used all the maneuvers though.
You have two different front lines.
Yeah, it's kind of silly that that's like that, but...
Well, you do have Luxembourg. Netherlands. Oh, god damn it.
I have over 100 infantry, so...
Oh, beautiful. 171.
It do be like that. No one's gonna have time to cut me down to size, so...
No, but all the great powers.
Did Japan piece out? Yeah. Yeah, they did. Bavaria sides the oh, fantastic. You have okay, that's one. Add a war goal. Take the Bavarian Rhinelands. I already have all the. I've already used all the maneuvers. Okay. If someone wants to reverse sway, we can give them something else, but we've used all the maneuvers. My navy is almost at home. Yeah, the Americans will transfer. They should probably give up. Yeah, it looks like they're sending a 2-stack over to the... Your army didn't go to the front on District of Columbia, you gotta manually move it. Or they got
there's nobody there.
They got unassigned.
I know, but there's nobody right there, so...
No, they sent a 2-stack. A 2-stack's right there.
Oh, fantastic. Whatever, they took it. You're in the south. There is the Swiss Spanish army. They're coming. Nope. Nope, they're not coming.
I'm diverting them back in there, but I'm actually losing the naval landing on Virginia right now. I got stuck there.
Yeah, I mean, Generalist, you're getting the south. Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
You're liberating this place. You don't really have anything to try. There's nobody there. Except the 22nd. Yeah, now there is.
Looks like Prussia's got quite a bit coming on up.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be able to. They have 15 minutes to try and enforce on us, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think we're gonna win it.
Huh?
We might not even win. 2,408 enemy convoys sunk. 2,401 enemy convoys sank. This is not OP. Ah, okay.
It's definitely overtuned.
Yeah.
Oh, this 2-stack is all defensive, guys. Rookie mistake.
We might not even win the Prussia war.
No, all my armies are like not in the right spot. This is fine.
Whatever. I actually have them. My armies are all on the right spot.
Yeah.
I just have bad troops. Very bad. Not too bad. Still bad.
Probably stick them on all defense, by the way. Probably.
New Africa. Oh. Okay. New Africa.
Probably just
The
do
US.
whatever.
You should probably do a new GDP calculation.
I'm gonna do it at the end.
No. US just capitulated.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it at the end so I can click more.
I need the solution.
But
so you got that.
yeah, it didn't crush their GDP super hard. They should have capped like way earlier though for the convoy reasons.
Yeah.
So that's fine though. I guess we try and push Belgium. Would have much rather taken Belgium stuff, especially because I actually think I can enforce on Belgium, but I can't enforce on, you know, Prussia. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get it in on Prussia. So
Nothing happened with the Prussians and the French go to war. Nothing happens.
well, I mean, they're gonna get convoy raided a whole bunch.
I know. Pretty good. Especially because I have my whole navy in here convoy raiding.
Looks like they don't have anything defending North Germany either, so probably actually just get a land again and crush them like that. Maybe we even get, well, we probably don't get an enforce.
Okay.
Well, it looks like, what's going on? Someone from Team 2 is negotiating with Team 3, it looks like. Out in Slava. What is this treachery, Team 2?
That's not good.
What's this about? Well, Team 2's in here. Been a little quiet since the
it's
treachery
not
started.
like.
Stop.
Also, you're in our like channel.
That's true. Do you want us to go back? Is it
Oh,
time
I mean,
for treachery?
maybe soon,
I think
yeah.
Oscar just wants to do something.
Oh, I guess
Oscar
the war's not going on anymore. So, all right, we'll go back to our void. Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't for. I'm beating them, kind of. A little bit.
Yeah, UK sides against Spain.
You.
And I can't believe he actually joined that.
Okay, this war is not going very great.
Goodness,
it's not good.
No, it's fine because they don't have anyone defending the North German HQ.
What the? Huh? Why the heck does Egypt have an Egyptian uprising?
I'm just thinking how the best way to handle. They don't have that many war goals on you, but I think you can just hold out against the UK, right? For 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get convoy raided to hell though, which kind of sucks. But it's not. You're not the primary person, so.
Yeah, it's your
No,
market.
I'm all
Yeah.
convoy
So
raiding.
it should be fine. I have a movement to enact presidential republic. I guess I'll just do it. Oh, this is gonna cause a rev if I do it. Holy shit. Do I just automatically get a rev here? That's not ideal. Oh, Jesus. It's really not what we wanted. Build a bunch of construction at the very end here, guys. just try and hold on that front. Yeah, they should just be wood chipping into us because we have the highly defensive armies. Ooh. Make sure you put like all your guys in the sea, the Danish Sea, on the Prussians, all your fleets.
Already. Converted.
Yeah, but I'm trying to land here.
I see.
Austria sides with Sardinia Piedmont. I don't think we should join. Should we join on your side? It's kind of not ideal.
Like, you're just trying to snipe another conquer state somewhere else. You should do that.
Okay, Spain. Spain is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of tied in. I mean, we're gonna be. We have 8 minutes. And this would give us an opportunity to raid the UK's convoys, actually. But then we're walking into a 6v3, so we're going to get raided back. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. But right now, your market is insulated because they're not fighting me. It's the French market, right? So the French market's protected. Not really sure. Oh, looks like they have a guard now. Or a defensive army at 37 stack. Looks like you might even be able to... Well, you probably can't push, but they are weak on your front, by the way. I don't think you can push into that, but... Is East Prussia and North German HQ? I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. Okay, perfect. Just playing defense. Alright.
Or have a 22% advantage on the Prussian front.
Alright, I'm overbuilding the construction right now.
Okay, we're winning.
I suggest you guys do the same. Just gonna push up the price of all the construction goods, which is gonna raise your GDP if that's what you've been building mostly. It's painfully slow though.
Sweden is in the Prussian markets.
I think I'm gonna have a talk to Java after this. Alright, we don't really care if we hit Presidential Republic, but...
Beautiful note of IQ. What the heck does chat say? Dash has moved to Sardinia Piedmont.
How's Garibaldi just abandoning us mid-war like this? Terrible. I mean, we're wood chipping through their troops. I think that they're trying to push in. Just all natural.
We're not pushing in really. We're just killing them.
No, yeah, we're not. I don't think we should try and push in, to be honest. We're not that much stronger. Like, I was trying to get a landing going, but it looks like they're gonna brick it.
I mean, it is Prussia.
Yeah.
What do you expect them to do? Not build an army?
I mean, could also mass conscript and try and... Actually, maybe that's the strategy. to be fair. Okay. Because conscripting up is actually super good for us right now because it will inflate our GDP by increasing the price of all the goods. Oh my god.
Oh, fantastic.
We might just end it here.
Might as well.
Because 4 minutes. Alright. Alright, we're gonna calculate the GDPs now.
Hello.
Hey. Sorry, gents, at the very end there. Although I think that war was just gonna continue for forever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who eventually wins. I know Spain eventually loses that war.
UK players.
Yeah.
But we're going to calculate the GDPs. If you guys want to discuss the session, feel free to do so while I put in the GDPs. I'm also going to mention how much each person gained. Since the last bookmark, France gained 23 million or 13 million.
It was a very slow session.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, slow.
Russia gained 7 million. I mean, we did most of it at speed 3 because people kept on getting behind time. And so, and even then it was like, it was choppy, but there, 0.2 million for Spain. I thought that the joint versus, why did no one draft Qing? Or I talked to my team why they didn't draft Qing, but why did no one else draft Qing? Up 10 million for UK.
Yeah, actually Qing would have been nice. Although Qing's armies are kind of dog shit, and then you gotta like, in 5 and 7 years, or how many years was it? And trying to like reform everything in 9 years.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have more than 9, but yeah, I get you.
So it's like you have to pick something that you can comfortably build up in 9 years. That's why France and Great Britain are so good.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a second session, but ideally we wanted to do a second session. But we need players to like be consistent. Is Proceed in the chat?
Yes, he's returning.
Oh, we're just gonna wrap it up. Although I'll accept so you can look around at stuff, but we're just wrapping it up.
You can drag him into here.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Just seeing what the end scores were.
Oh, my
yeah,
GDP jumped up to 21 million and then someone left and it jumped back down.
I liked bullying Great Britain.
Oh, we don't get to see.
What do you think about losing to Netherlands and Sweden?
We thought about joining the war to raid UK's convoys. I'm not sure if that would have been correct.
I mean, do you guys think you have a bigger navy, like Great Britain has bigger navy?
I think they should make it like
I think it's about the
where
same.
they have bigger
in
wars and smaller
wars.
It should be a cap. How many
Well, you don't have the same. You have like
right?
you have definitely smaller navy.
Because right now, when you raid convoys, it can go like so. You can like raid so many convoys that you like can't physically have that many.
Yeah, it's so overtuned right now, and that's like
I raided like 8,000 convoys for 2 days.
yeah, and it just like happens like instantly, and then it's like I think it's super overtuned right now. They said they were gonna nerf it for 1.5.11, or they said they were gonna readjust it. I can only assume that means a nerf.
Oh, that would be so lovely.
How did we go down so much?
Release New Africa.
That's only 2 million though.
Then at least, do you know like
what's your market access look like to Japan?
Not good, but I'm still 2 million higher than the last checkpoint.
So, I mean, I just put it all in on them, but here I can send you the entire.
yes, would be nice.
The entire...
No, I understand we're last. I'm just confused how we went down.
Well, also, like, EIC gained 18 million, for example, and so it's proportional, because we're all splitting the same pie in terms of score, and so when someone else's score goes up, it also sends yours down. And so France went up 13 million, Russia went up like 7 million, Spain went up 0.2, UK went up, I think, like 10, EIC went up 18, Austria, I'm not sure, actually, did I forget to update Austria? No, I don't know how much Austria moved. Prussia went up a little bit, I think USA went down like 5 million, and Japan went up a little bit.
No, my GDP is definitely 29.7 Austrian.
So, but you also, when New Africa gets released, it's not, you didn't lose just 2.18 million, because they had buy orders. They had buy orders in your market and sell orders to your market, so all the rest of your buildings also got less efficient, and you didn't have like time to do trade routes to. We wanted the war to finish just as the time finished. That way you guys would still have convoy problems and also still be adjusting to New Africa being released.
Yeah.
To be honest, New Africa, you lost a bunch of slaves.
Yep.
So that's...
Waste
So how is the LPs column calculated?
Huh?
How's the LPs column calculated?
It's calculated, there's a total number of league points available per session. I think it's like 18. I forget what number it is. And so what it does is, here I'll show you the kind of bigger spreadsheet. What it does is it takes your score in terms of your growth, your percent growth times your nominal growth, and then it divides it by the total of everyone combined. And so here, if I show you this bigger, I apologize to chat because we're just like kind of talking through this, but so we put it in here. You can see off to the far right, there is this other the other figures. So you see the raw score of 65, 128, and 18. That's your like nominal growth times your percentage growth. To get those raw scores, and then the amount of league points you get is proportionate to that raw score, or how much that raw score is proportionate to the overall raw score. And so Team 3 or Team 1 having roughly 1/3 the total raw score, so like if you add them all up, it's like 180, 190, gets around 1/3 of the league points. And then Team 3 having roughly 10% of the raw score gets roughly 10% of the league points. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the reason I was interested in going after Team 3 is because we couldn't go after Team 2 because we had a truce. And decreasing your score would increase our score. Although, like, maybe I should have just tried to play like how Java was playing. Maybe that would have been better. I don't really know. I think the Diplo agreement at the start, like the defensive pact, was very strange. That also made it so we couldn't attack Prussia. I felt like the one-way defensive pact plus don't interfere.
I think Team 1 was going to get outscaled by us in terms of military pretty quickly too. Right now we have 3 players with skirmish. You guys have 1. Okay. After the other game, you couldn't fight us anymore.
Wait, who has 3 players with skirmish?
Team 2.
EIC has skirmish and Austria has skirmish now?
I have skirmish. Austria has skirmish.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys were in good shape. Maybe I underrated the EIC. I was surprised at how well you guys were doing. Were you just annexing? I mean, getting Punjab is such a big deal, but...
I mean, also, I just had the most construction. Like,
how much did you have?
Because I can get... end of the game, like, about 300.
Okay. That's about how much I had, but... I have the construction bonus, but... That's impressive you got up to 300.
250 is Austria. So I don't know.
I only have 90.
Yeah. But construction's the
90
name of the
is Russia.
game, so, like, generally speaking, the person with the highest score tends to have the most construction. But
Well,
I think
a
I'm...
lot of my buildings are unemployed, so the construction definitely does not convert 1-to-1.
No, like, yeah, construction's more valuable for like, Bengal.
Like I spent like 4 years as Austria just building construction centers.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
You gotta get on the...
Your construction was the bad one though on Austria. Yeah, like
because like it's more
3 or
efficient.
4,
I think.
5. I think it was like 5 states where you just had the wooden construction. And then
you
you
don't
had
wanna
like
do that.
similar construction to me, who had all iron construction building.
Although, when you are adding construction, it's more efficient. If you would have to build iron, it's more efficient to just add wooden. If you're thinking
Yes,
it from the perspective of, I'm going to build construction and iron, it's faster on a, like, per week basis
That was
to
my
just add.
point, exactly.
But if you import iron, it's faster to do the other way.
Where would I import iron from?
I was exporting iron.
If you don't have a shortage of iron, right? If you can deal with the demand right for iron, then it's fine, right?
Yeah, if you can supply iron through trade, then it's better to just switch all iron.
Yeah, definitely. I just thought everyone's gonna go short on iron and like 500 construction and shit.
Yeah, but like if I export iron to you, that helps a bunch of my industries as long as I don't run a shortage.
Well, it's fine because I get a ton of construction early.
Yeah, but it does make it so later when you try and get on iron, it's like a little bit worse for you. But that's like not really the case in 1.5 anymore. So, like in 1.4, like you could make people dependent on you and like do a lot of this import-export stuff. But I think I'm going to go catch up with chat and then outro the stream. You guys are more than welcome to stay in here and talk about the game. Or, you know, jump in and take the save file if you wanted to continue this or do what have you. I don't think we're going to continue with the same teams next week because Java, like, left. And, okay, I'm probably going to have a talk with him about... Anyways, but yeah, let's go. And so I'm going to go. Thanks for playing, you guys, especially on short notice. It was fun. Definitely like doing these 3v3v3s. Next one is probably going to be in 2 weeks because my brother's visiting next week.
GG's.
All right.
Very good.
Yeah, GG. Thanks for hosting.
Thank you for playing.
GG.
All right, chat. So it's been a while. It's time for me to whisper sweet nothings in your ear. But let's see, with zero market access, new markets should be temporarily created. I 100% agree that there should be regional markets and it should just devolve into a regional market, but I think that this takes a lot more processing power. Kunfajak says, "Hey, I have a question. How to make pops employed when they have qualifications and workplace and building is profiting but won't employ anyways? Employment's a little bit slow right now because it slowly ramps up and then it gets really fast. And so I think the strategy is actually just to wait. If you have all of those things, it just takes a little while. Dog eat dog kind of Victoria game. Yeah, maybe I should have just played a little bit more chill. Maybe I'll pull that. If I have to sub in, maybe I'll just play a lot more chill and just do whatever my teammates want to do rather than trying to lead stuff. Best non-European country to play tall with good resources, bases, pops, etc. I don't know, maybe Persia. Persia has pretty good resources and they have a ton of like iron and coal. So like if you just wanted to, if by building tall you mean staying where you start, Persia's probably best. That would make a lot of sense. I would probably say Persia. Grenada or Mexico. Those are also okay. I mean, like, I guess if you're saying non-USA, non-European, USA probably is best. But Persia makes a lot of sense. I was thinking you were meaning someone non-GP, something like this. I think Grenada doesn't have opium, but Mexico does. No silk, as far as I remember. You know, New Granada has this state. Ecuador has this state. I do think that the game feels a lot better if you have an iron and coal state in general. And so, looks like some sort of overflow bug. Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember. Or there used to be an overflow overflow bug on approval, where if you gained too many loyalists, it would switch and flip in the other direction, and it was really, really obnoxious. That was the kind of in the beginning. And so, yeah. But thank you guys for coming. Sorry it was a little bit scuffed because I had to join and play rather than, you know, being able to cast. Really would prefer to cast these. I'm going to try and kind of do that moving forward. Or maybe, yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe set some more rules to make it so that that's less likely to be the case, that people will leave or arrive late or this type of thing. Really enjoy the 3v3v3 format. I think there's a lot to the like tripedal balance. There should probably be some mechanism to prevent people from playing for seconds. Or, like, I would prefer that people don't play for second. I would prefer that people don't do what I did, which is, like, you know, attack the weaker player. But it was, like, really all we could do. Probably shouldn't have gained all that infamy, considering the war is never going to finish anyways. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think we're going to come back for 3v3v3 in 2 weeks, because next week we will not be streaming. I will just answer the last few questions or comments on stream, and then if there are no questions or comments in the chat, which there aren't, I think we will conclude the stream. Thank you all for coming. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll be back in a couple weeks in the stream. Bye-bye now.